not by Veng, but maybe by someone that's trying to blame and being the death of Veng on your team. You also talk to Gary Landon briefly, and to Ord Mimi, the halfling that was eaten, and he said that Veng and Gary had an altercation. And you also talked with Izepa and Shankoi, the strong guy and the orc woman, and they they told you all that there was a specific sequence of sounds they heard while they were at the library.
Oh,
I
right. I meant
believe.
to ask to get that typed up so I could go through it. Totally
Okay,
forgot.
let me get this. Um,
I was gonna go
I
through it between sessions.
can can you write it down right now? I can speak the exact words.
Yeah, let me get a thing up to type it because I can type a lot faster than I can write. Okay.
Um, check here. Uh, South door opens. We hide. Saw nothing. Only heard. Door opens. Door closes. Door opens. Window opens. Window closes. Chair moves. Book and something else placed 2 bookshelves away. Chair moves. Something drags. Door closes. Door opens. Door closes. Silence. Little later, door opens. Door closes. We go away. Library too busy. That was Izepa words.
Okay. All right.
Got it all there, Adria?
I think so.
You also found that there was a kind of plant that made a awful smell when it was uh, and in some way uh,
Disturbed.
disturbed. That's it, and that it was uh, on the directly under the window of the library and your team room.
And it was smelling, right? So it had been
Yep,
disturbed?
yes, that's all you all know so far. I believe, if I'm not missing something, I believe not. Anyone remembers anything else?
I mean, we went over a lot of different stuff, so I'm sure there's probably hit things here or there.
Oh, you also found the gold bag
Yeah,
that
the
had
coin.
Yes.
Right. Oh, yeah,
the
the
that had
spent gold.
yes that has been destroyed by a redeemer power.
Yeah.
Spent gold coins that aren't actually spent gold coins. Can you still spend the
Yes.
spent gold coins?
No, they were already spent.
Oh, English, you funny language, you.
Yeah, right.
In case anyone else wanted to see it, that's what I wrote down.
You did it in chat.
Yeah.
Um, the the Iron Hand officer that is with you all say that you have just some more uh, a few more minutes before you are to be escorted to the portal to the capital. So you could all try one last attempt to gather any meaningful information for this trial if you all need it. If anyone has any idea of something else you want to
Well,
explore.
yeah, there was one other thing I was thinking, and I think maybe we mentioned it, but I don't know if um, we. Well, I forget what the conclusion was, but the gardens is right below that window, and we never went to like explore if, in the gardens area, if there was something like left on the ground or anything over there.
Didn't we find like the stinky plants or something like that?
I think
found
that was
some-
just
We
from
looked
looking out the
down and
window.
saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
So then, yeah, let's go take a boo.
Many
Okay.
secrets are shared in the gardens.
Okay, you go to an open area that includes a garden with spices and ornamental plants. You see a small orchard and some apple trees, blueberries, and a cistern that collects rainwater to supply the kitchen. And you see that bushes of that catty ivy bushes with the strong smell. And you went to check the bushes or under that window, or
Do
you
we
are
know if
going
that
somewhere
smell
else?
from the plants is kind of like a skunk where it like sticks to you?
No, it just smells
It
bad.
just
It's
it
not.
just
Yeah.
permeates the air. It's not like a resin or
Yes.
something like that that would get stuck on somebody. Okay.
No, it
Yeah, I
is
think
not.
I asked that one too, just to see if we could figure out who was sticky.
No,
Go around. Get the royal sniffer.
he will solve the crime.
Yeah.
He who stinks did it.
Not like you smelt it, you dealt it.
Yes, exactly. The killing blow, that is.
So the bush is in front of a window kind of thing
Yes,
on the ground.
there is more than one of this catty ivy bushes planted over the sidewall, but there is one planted right uh, at the
Pretty
window
far.
of the library and your your room, your team room.
Can we go check that out more closely just to see if anything got dropped or?
Yeah.
Footprints or
You
something.
can roll a investigations check.
Yeah, me too. Uh,
I
gotta
can
get-
give somebody advantage. I've got a +5, so I should probably roll.
I got a +5 as well. We're both.
Wow, look at you guys.
I get a 10. Because all my rolls are 10 right
I
now.
don't think I'm gonna beat that. Oh, apparently pressing that button just changed.
Oh man, I think you got it, buddy.
Caldrift, you see something shiny in the middle of the bushes. There is something there
Here we go.
metallic in origin.
Perfect.
Hey guys, looks like there's something here in the bush. Maybe it's a coin or something.
It's a coin, huh?
Should we
I
pick
guess
it?
can I go
Get
to pick it up, I guess, to investigate further?
Okay, it's kind of stinky getting
Yeah.
under there, and you need to
Get a
you
stick.
Do you have prestidigitation?
you
No,
end
we should-
disturbing the plant a bit to science. It seems that like the metallic object um, was maybe fallen uh, from one of the windows through the plant, so it's not easy to get it outside uh, of the vines. So you end up disturbing it a bit more, so it gets really stinky. But you you end up removing and finding a dagger. You see
Ooh.
a dagger with some beige fibers still on the blade, and there is faint traces of blood.
All right.
Well, this is definitely evidence.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should have sent the investigator in to go and get it so he could get all stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also could have used Mage Hand. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if
That's
you had
one
like
offer.
mage hand. Just reach in and
You
get it.
you would need to open the vines to make room for the
Okay.
dagger. So yes, it would be
So you're getting
a bit
stinky no
hard.
matter what, is what he's saying.
I'm a smelly dude.
Do
No,
you have
it's not
prestidigitation to clean
a
up the smell?
it's not a smell that stays on you. It's more like getting annoyed by the smell
Yeah.
while there.
Do we have the science to test this blood? Should we go send it off to the or let the soldier boy know we found this?
The officer is still
Oh, he's
walking
with
with
us?
you all, so
What was
Okay,
the name
well,
we gave him again?
Hans.
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 Hans. Yeah.
Because we couldn't
Well, then
remember the real name.
Yes, Hans.
Yep.
I guess we show the dagger to Hans. We're like, hey, here we found some more
Seems like
evidence.
vital evidence.
He
Yeah.
grabs the dagger. Oh, this this seems like the kind of fiber from that bag on Vang's hand.
Yes, and I bet you the blood matches too.
Were two daggers. I can't figure why would that be.
Ours was a golden dagger or something, wasn't it?
First
Yes,
one,
this
yeah.
yes, the first one, yes, this is a simple dagger. A bit bigger than the other.
One's a fake.
One was planted, right?
Yeah.
Or one might have been Vang's, and she had that out for defense.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Yeah,
the
it was-
the golden dagger was in her, right? Like it was.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
But it has the
Oh,
beige on it, right? So it must have been
It was
whoever
used.
was.
Yeah.
well, anywhere else you all want to go, or we can
I
go
think
to the portal?
I think we've probably got a pretty good case to at least exonerate us. I don't think we know who did it though.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even know where to begin to really figure out who had done it. Who done it?
I mean, we have our suspects.
yeah.
Yeah, this place gives me the creeps. Let's get going.
Who was the ghost? I think it was the
It,
ghost.
it stinks down here.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Dinner didn't agree. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me get you all to the capital then.
Yeah.
Um, okay. You go for the officer um, to a, a more deep part of the Phantom Fortress structure, and until you get to a room that has three different portals after a dark tunnel. And as he crossed the portal with you all, and you live on the other side on a dark tunnel that has a strange sight. It ends on a bright exterior, but you see two rows of chips, one facing the other, and you hear a loud crawl and noise of a lot of people cheering and talking. As you leave this and just other room with, you see a portal behind you all, not three but only one. And as you leave by this corridor, and you are on the top of a big arena, and you see these two ships on uh, on the sand, and there's in a big moat on the center of the arena. You see people cheering and a big crowd forming. Then the officer guides you all to uh, a side exit. Um,
Can we ask?
You
Is this the Arena of Fate, or is this the new arena?
This is the smaller arena at the capital.
Uh,
There is the Arena of Fate, and there is a smaller arena on the other side of the capital city, and this is the side arena. You are all guided to a room outside of the arena structure. You leave the arena structure, cross a small road, and enter an iron hand structure. You all can wait here. I will soon be back, as the judge will be called and the trial may take. And he escorts you to a room with some chairs and simple furniture, and he closes a wooden door behind as he leaves. Are you all gonna do something, or while you wait, or you just wait for him to come back?
I don't think I have anything to do while waiting.
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
you can't get crazier.
I mean, I could. That's
Okay.
always an option.
Yep. We're good.
It takes about 1.5 hours for him to come back. Um, he opens the door and um, everything is ready. You can follow me and you'll be on the trial.
Okay.
Well, let's hope we can get out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we got enough stuff. We're good.
Yeah, I think so too. I think there's at least enough evidence to prove that we're not the ones that did it. I don't think we could prove who had done it, so I think we should be okay.
You know,
Provided
and
the
I
system
think we did a pretty good job finding information for them. You know, we're
Yeah.
just helpful.
Yeah.
Although
Yep.
someone was sent here on purpose to screw this whole thing up, so the odds could be against us.
Also true.
Okay. And you are escorted to an open field lateral to the arena. And what you see is a large oak table covered by canopy, and behind it there is uh, what seems to be a judge, a woman, and there is a huge umbrella like next to the table protecting her from the sun, and you see some chairs and what seems to be some kind of improvised jury. And you see some iron hand guards at the sides, and the part of the road where this is built on is closed by these guards of the iron hand. At the trial, you see um, the beneficiary. You will remember him, Master Armur Jasperin, the the gnome you
Yep.
talked with
hmm
there. You see him. You see Gary Landon and uh, some other folks with him. You see a huge man with with a cloak. Let me get this image for you all. You see this images. Just let me find correct one. Here.
Oh my god. It's a cat, baby cat.
Yep.
Let me. You see this tree. This seems to be Gary teammates.
Okay.
Trying to make this bigger.
See
They look
a
trustworthy.
gloomfolk woman, a a big man on a cloak, and Gary Landon.
Gary, your mutton chops, I tell ya.
He's a winner. I mean, that
So
guy's
sorry,
got
where are they again? They're just like hanging off to the side, or
They are in front of a table. On
okay.
seems like they will be part of the trial somehow.
That guy's got a
Gary.
skull drumstick. He means business when he does percussion.
Okay. Um. First, you are all escorted to one of the tables, and they provide you all chairs. The uh, the officer takes leave and goes near Armor Jasperine and some others. You see a woman, a noble woman, um, with elven features, and and a senior Iron Hand officer, bald one, and in a plate armor, is also there near Master Armor Jasperine. And the Iron Hand officer that was guiding you all sits with them, and another Iron Hand officer that you don't know of that was talking with the judge. Uh, he stands up and goes in your direction. You are all members of Team 2. Is that correct?
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe we are the what's the name? The Knowledge Knights of
Knowledge Knights of Seeking Knowledge
There you
stuff.
go. That's our name. But we'll take team 2.
Can you all state your own names? Complete names, please.
Oh god.
Oh,
Let me get my
I
character
have,
sheet.
yeah, I've only got my first name written down. Oh no. Momentary bout, I
Oh
forgot
wait,
my
I only
name.
have one. I only have one name apparently. Mbolo.
Same.
Aldrift
Ravel.
of Team 2.
Yep,
Yak Nak of
I
Team
don't
2.
have a last name. So
We're
yeah,
all like share
Ravel.
one name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all come from a place called Team 2, so we are just a Mbolo of Team 2. Yeah. There you go. That's what it is. Team 2 is more of a region, an idea.
It's a belief.
A belief system, really.
He looks at you all, and um, today 2 of you are being accused of murder, and the other 2 are accused with assisting in hiding evidence against with murder.
Oh, we're all on trial now. Okay, that's news.
Fly together, we die together.
Good
Yep.
thing we found a lot of evidence, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
First, we will perform the sacred ritual of the trial. Today, Merrill Judgment will be the judge and the one to assess the fairness and the truth of your words. So, in front of the gods, You should all vow to speak the truth and only the truth.
And nothing but.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
We
You
bow it.
you all see the judge. She stands up and she's casting some kind of spell. And
By any chance,
Bolo,
zone of truth.
you can roll religion.
Religion. Oops. Alright,
Mm,
11.
You you are not sure exactly what she's doing, as you are not very familiar with the mystical gestures and words she's using, but you know of a special religious ceremony designed to prepare trials by combat, and she's using something like that. You are not sure about the facts of this ritual, but from what you heard of, it seems like it confers some divine protection or uh, divine vengeance, depending on if the ones fighting on the combat trial are deemed to be uh, innocent or not after the trial.
Mm,
Uh, This indicates to you that maybe the judge wishes this to end as a trial by combat, which is not very uncommon in Tanaris.
mm. Looks like we might need to fight.
We got the rest in, right?
Yes, we did.
Uh, you all know how the law system in Tanaris works, or at least what common people know about it. You know that if you are deemed completely guilty, it's probably you all will be executed. But if there is reasonable doubt about it, you may have a chance to appeal for a trial by combat. And the by what you are seeing, Mbolo, seems like this is the predisposition of the judge at this time.
Mm,
So,
probably have to do combat.
okay. Then the Iron Hand uh, that was talking to you right now and says out loud, first, we'll have the opening statements. Team 1, name the one that will do the statements. And then you see Gary uh, getting up and saying, oh, it will be me.
Figures.
Don't trust that Gary guy. Too many R's in
With the
his name.
chops like that. Ooh, man.
Yeah.
How can you?
Getting grills in his teeth before grills were even a thing. I don't know
Uh-huh.
about
Uh-huh.
this.
As you all know, we are here today because of a grave crime on the sacred time, a time where the Empire needed us. teams to fight and persevere against the dangers of whatever is happening in the old lands that were cursed. And now we see one of us being brutally murdered by the members of Team 2. I have seen proofs of their deeds with my own eyes. As you see, they trusted me and tried to convince me to hide what they did. I pretended to act like I would not spill the beans, as I was fearing for my own life there. But right now, in front of the gods, I must speak the truth. And the truth is, they are the ones that killed Fang. I cannot and I will not speak the lies just out of fear. You may have tried to dissuade me and threaten me. Everyone saw how you treated me. He looks at the Iron Hand officer and says, You saw how they treated me when I didn't do anything to them. And you see the judge and then interrupts him. Mr. Landon, it, opening statements are not time to question the witnesses. Get over with it, please. And he lost a bit of composure. Oh, okay. Um, all I can say is that they are murderers. Mr. Landon, do not state things you can't absolutely prove as they are a matter of fact. And your sentences with what I believe or what I think is true. This goes the same for everyone else here. Oh, okay. Well, so then I will do as you said and say that I believe they are murderers. And that's all I can say for now. As you then the Iron Hand officer speaks. Team 2, you can name a speaker and you have the opportunity to defend yourselves from the accusation as an opening statement.
Don't all jump in at the same time, guys.
I don't remember a lot of the evidence that we had, so I don't know if I
Well-
could do an appropriate amount of justice to
It's just,
the matter of justice.
so it's just for the opening statement, like it's not the tied in. The only person gets to talk the whole time, right? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
just the opening statement. All right. Well, I guess I will step forward or whatever to make the opening statement for Team 2. if that's all right with my companions.
Go for it.
And okay, great honorable judge. For the opening statement I'd like to make is there was no possible way that my team and my companions could have been involved in this murder. I believe we have gathered enough evidence and witness statements to prove that there's no possible way we could have been the ones to have committed this murder. And we might not exactly know who the murderer is, but I can tell you that Gary is most likely lying to the court at this moment.
He's definitely lying to the court at this moment. Most likely implies that there's a possibility the evidence isn't actually correct. We didn't do it.
We're
I'm
all
trying not to speak in
murderers.
absolutes.
We're all murderers.
Silence! One speaker at a time, please.
Sorry, Your Honor.
And remember, things that are not facts should be pointed as your opinion. You can continue, or that's all.
I think for opening statements, that's probably all we have to say, because we'll bring up the evidence as we continue.
Then the plaintiffs now declare up to 2 witnesses. Gary stands up and I choose myself to testify as they try to bribe and intimidate me. So will be my first witnesses. And for my second one, I will call for Ord Miming. The,
Who?
you all know who he's talking about, the halfling.
They told us about the painting and stuff, right? I believe.
No,
the
the
ghost.
halfling
Oh.
that was eating and
Oh,
told you
okay.
all that
Yeah.
The one
that
who's
he
scared
had
of
an
him.
altercation with
Yeah.
Vang. The Iron Hand then says, the defendants may now choose 2 witnesses to cross-examine. Let me present you all with the list.
Did we not ask the soldier? Because at least he could prove he was with us when we talked. No, wait. He wasn't with us when we talked to Gary, was he?
Yeah, he was. Everybody,
Oh,
yeah.
He was. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, he was there when we talked to Gary. He was with us the entire time. He didn't let anybody out of his sight the entire time.
It's just the rogue. That was the only one where I think it was me that talked to the guy who was scared. Because he wouldn't talk to everyone at once, right?
Who was that? Was that the dude? Was that this halfling dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, good. Good. You know he's gonna make up some shenanigans about you.
Let me share this.
Oh, yeah.
Shenanigans.
This is the list of possible witnesses you can call.
I mean, I feel like the blacksmith, because the blacksmith never saw who it was that actually had the dagger done, whereas all of us are very clearly here. So he cannot positively identify us as the person who bought the dagger, thus lends reasonable doubt.
Like that?
The second person would be maybe the dwarven lady, the very, very good friend of what's her face, but I can't recall the name. Misa?
Misa?
You
Why
have
her,
also
though?
Misatik is a dwarven friend of Vang.
Yeah, I think Misatik, because she was originally very angry with us, and we were able to talk to her, show her the evidence of what had been done, to prove that we weren't the ones that had done it. And she was convinced, so she's on our side for sure. Although she's more... Actually, the coroner might be a good idea, strictly from an evidentiary perspective, because we found the second dagger. So he could possibly
Hold
tell
on.
which dagger was being used.
Who's Harold Panek?
Is that our?
Is that Hans?
No. Is that
If
Hans?
this is Hans.
That's Hans? Okay.
Yeah, and let me correct this
Oh, thank you.
here.
Well, Hans is not bad because he could probably prove that Gary was full of shit here, saying we bribed him.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Okay.
Is that Adria?
Yeah, that was Adria.
Oh, okay. Just some random person.
some random woman in the house. That's,
Well, she's never had the,
Don't tell
the
Adria.
webcam, so we don't really know who it is.
Who you are talking about?
So I
That
think
you
we
don't
just.
So who's
No.
the two people?
Oh, those are the people that told us the sounds, right?
Yes,
The strongman and the orc.
Zepa and the orc are the ones that told the sound. Baboon is the one that accused and gossiped about you all. Um, the coroner is the one that examined the body and told about the poisoning. Caradur is the smith. Mariana Leaves Prolis, you don't know. She and Leek are unknown to you all. You may infer that they are the other two beneficiaries, as they are seated close to Armur Jasperin.
I think we
So
should
maybe
include
they are
Hans as one of them.
Yeah, Hans can definitely speak to how we treated with Gary, how we talked to Gary, so he can show that Gary's accusation is quite literally full of a doo-doo.
And he also, was with us when we discovered evidence and things like that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, so he ensured that the evidentiary chain of custody would be met. So yeah, I think Hans. I like Carlder as well because he can speak to the fact that he can't positively ID who had the dagger engraved.
It doesn't. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It disproves. Yeah, it makes it so he can't ID us. Obviously, we can't say who it was,
We
but
still we can't say who it was. I mean, the guy with the skull drumstick, he wears a cloak.
that's right.
He could have been about the same size and shape.
Mhm.
We could even get him to ask for a dagger to get engraved, and if although we can't call him up as well, and because he's going to sound different than the rest of us, assuming he was the one who went and did it, right?
Well, didn't we find a cloak discarded somewhere?
Oh yeah, we did
Yes.
too, didn't we?
Yeah. I like the idea of the dwarf lady because she was the one who pointed out the finger, like which hand she writes with.
Oh
And then-
yeah. We should definitely get her then too. So I think between her and Hans, I think we've got a good chance of showing that we're showing that we have a good standing, that we weren't the ones that did it.
All right.
So Hans and the dwarf lady, it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's a few people I'd love to be able to call, but only being able to call
Right.
two is a bit difficult.
Restrictive.
But Hans definitely has.
Well, we only have so much time to actually play.
That's right.
Also true. Also very true.
All right, let's
Do we
just
want to
do
include
that.
anyone from our team or just other people?
Say again,
What?
Adria?
Did we want to include anyone from our team as a witness, or are these separate from us?
You have only two witnesses you can point. So Gary used one on himself and the other on Ord miming. So taking one of you as a witness would make it impossible to call both Misa and Karadur if you only going to.
Okay, that's probably better to go with the other two.
I
then.
don't think we're going to call Carlder. I think we're calling Hans and Misa.
Yeah.
And Misa and okay.
Hans instead of
Hans.
Carlder. I'd like to call Carlder because he can prove that we not prove, but we can at least say that he can't definitively say that we went and bought it. But I think that the extra information that we can get out of Hans is better than him. So
yeah,
Okay, so you can call Shankoi Petri or Izepa Roberta and Misa Tix. Who you are going to call them exactly?
What was the first name?
Hans?
Hans.
Yeah, Hans and Misa.
Harold
So
Harold Pennick is what it says on here, I believe.
yeah,
Lieutenant in charge.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it will be Hans and Misatik.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, seems like Kenton and Husbus disconnected.
Oh, from fans. Okay.
oh, did we
Yeah.
again? It hasn't said that on my screen yet.
Yeah, you disconnected.
Oh,
Okay,
You'll
so
get
still.
we
there.
can keep going. Okay. Um, the judge then stands up and the witnesses will be called here in short. Everyone is dismissed for now. We are in recession. The arraigned officer gets closer to you again, the one that was speaking with the judge. I will escort you all back to the room so we can wait the witnesses to arrive. He escorts you all back to that room across the street on the Iron Hand building, and you all will be there for around 1 or 2 hours. Anything you all will do, or just wait until he gets you all back again?
I think we're good, right? Nothing's changed.
You want to throw a party? Maybe.
The last party.
Yeah.
I just hope we can prove that Gary's a liar, and then I think that will be really good too. But
Just proving that
discredit.
Gary's a liar, for one, gets rid of the only thing that they brought so far. The original accusation is that
Yeah.
he said that we lied to, or that he said that we did something, and the only evidence yeah. I think that's our first angle of attack for sure.
Apparently, we don't get a lawyer here.
Nope.
I am worried what the little halfling's gonna say though.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling Gary's gonna turn his screws to get him to say whatever he wants him to say.
Yeah, but if he's calling those two people, and both of them can be, well, I guess we can't show that the halfling, that we were lying about the halfling, or that the halfling is lying. Sorry, we'll at least be able to show that Gary's lying. So if he's asking questions that are potentially false or support his side of the story, when we can physically demonstrate that his side of the story is incorrect.
Weakens his. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
it
do it.
weakens his stand.
I'm feeling good.
Okay. You are escorted back after 1.5 hours, and you see the witnesses already waiting closer to the improvised trial room. The first witness is called, and it's Gary himself. And you see Zala, the Gloomfolk woman, mm, takes place to the questioning. Zala then asks Gary, "Did you have any sort of interaction with Team 2? Oh, yes. When no one was watching, they offered me a bag of gold coins if I were to petition to fight against Team 7, so that they were paired with Team 4, whom they deemed the weakest. I say that such a request was impossible. To which they replied, not if something happens to Team 3. I got a bit scared and pretended to accept, the saying, keep your enemies closer. Later on, from far away, I was at the dining hall the entire time. I saw the victim having a heated argument with Team 2. I think I earned their trust, for afterward they asked me to help them dispose of incriminating evidence. as to make their plan work, as they believed I had accepted their request. That's all I have to ask. Team 2, you can ask Gary Landon.
Gagnac, why don't you lead up the questioning on Gary?
He's just gonna lie anything you say, though.
Oh, of
Like,
course he is.
You
So-
do.
So I'll approach Gary, and I'll say, which member of Team 2 was it that spoke to you, Gary?
Oh, you know it was. And the girl and you.
Me? Oh, okay. Um, I lost my train of thought. We approached you.
Damn it, evidence. Damn it.
Damning evidence. Oh no! I didn't remember that I did that. Oh no! Um, when did I approach you? What time
Oh,
of day did I approach you?
at, as soon as I got to the fort, your team seems to be the first one that reached it.
Hmm. What was I wearing when we talked?
Mm, I believe the same outfit you are using now, but
Oh,
I'm not exactly sure.
okay. Well, this is pretty distinctive because it's chainmail, it's heavy, it's fighting gear, right? And you're saying that we met you as soon as you arrived?
Yes.
Okay, well that's interesting because the very first thing that we did when we arrived is we went to the blacksmith to drop off our armor to get our sigils emblazoned on it, which would mean that I would not be wearing armor at all.
Mm.
So, what's going on here, buddy? Gary?
Oh,
Too many
maybe
R's?
you
I'm sorry.
maybe you would need to prove what you are saying, as that's only your
Oh,
words.
I'm sorry,
I
but it's
how
only
I
your word that's saying I was wearing armor, right? So you're gonna have to prove that I was wearing armor.
I see what you did here, my friend, but how I can testify is the truth. You were wearing your outfit when I
Hmm,
spoke to
okay,
you. I don't
okay.
know if you the timing where you let your gear with the blacksmith. I don't know even if you really left your gear with the blacksmith or not.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know your the
shine the symbol that the
details.
blacksmith put on. Just gonna shine that a little bit. Just gonna...
So all I can say to you is that we talked at
I'm
the
just gonna do
night.
this
Ask,
while he's talking, just
uh,
because.
ask him if he has his bag of gold.
Ah.
And does he always keep his bag of gold with him?
So, Mr. 2R Gary, um, you're a redeemer, right?
Ah,
That is what the class is called,
you
right?
are now
Yeah.
taking information to the fight here.
No,
But
no, no, no,
yes, I
no, 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 no.
am.
It is to establish a point. Um, what do you use to power some of your abilities, Gary?
Oh, I see what you are trying to do here, but like I said, I need to speak only the truth here. All right.
Yeah,
So
no, I,
yes,
I agree. So what?
gold.
So you use gold. Okay. Um, do you remember where the murder happened, Gary?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Well, our next one of our witnesses will be able to let you know what was discovered during the investigation, and that the murder happened in a specific area of the keep. Do you know by any chance of any other redeemers on in the keep?
Oh, not that I am aware of,
So you're the
but
only
it
one.
seems like you all know very well where their murder took place.
Well, yes, because we did an investigation to look for evidence as opposed to just blindly accusing somebody.
Oh,
But anyhow, so I wanna stick with this idea. You're dodging a little bit. You are the only redeemer, correct? And you use gold to use your abilities, correct?
that's true.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. And it as again as we discussed, the place, the location of the murder was in the library, and and one of the pieces of evidence that was found is a bag of gold. And can I motion Hans to bring the bag of gold in?
Yes. Hans get
Hans
the
Hanses it to me.
yes, he gets the evidence and
Hans
he
it.
gets
He hands
hands
it
it,
off.
hands it to you. He gets the evidence and he places them all on the center of the room. He
Okay.
places the cloak, the two daggers, and the button uh, with team two, and the bag of gold all there.
So I'll motion to the judge. I'd like to enter in this bag of gold that was found at the scene of the murder during the investigation, while Sergeant Hans here was present to ensure that it wasn't something that was planted. Hans was there with us when it was discovered.
Yes, all these were gathered
Okay.
during the investigation, and
So
I cannot testify to that.
I'll take out a few. Wait, he said he cannot attest
No,
to.
he can't.
Okay, can. Oh, it's like that's I'm riding on you, man. I need you. Don't do this to me. Oh no. Uh, so I'll lay out a couple of the pieces of gold, and I'm going to ask Gary with two R's. Um, what has happened to these pieces of gold, Gary with two R's?
He looks at. It seems it was consumed by a redeemer to empower him.
Okay, and I'm sorry. What class are you again? What do you do?
I
Hard of
am
hearing.
a redeemer.
You are a redeemer, and what do you use to power your abilities?
Gold, but
And this is gold that was drained by a redeemer, of which we covered you were the only one in this keep, correct?
maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know
Maybe. Is there
how the
somebody doing a
other
transcript?
officers and
So, suffice to say, this looks really awkward if the murder happened where there was a bag that was hidden from sight in the library that happens to contain exhausted materials that you use. And now you are attempting to pin this murder where there is no physical evidence on us.
well, I'm not here to ask questions, but to answer yours. And there is one thing that I might need to clarify. This bag is not mine, and even if the crime was that was the scene of the crime, something you all didn't prove, and I don't
We
know
have,
how you can
yeah.
prove that, but um, even if that was the scene, many people entered the Phantom Fortress over the years. This might be disposed by any other redeemer in the Empire.
Yes, it may have been. I can grant you that it may have been.
And hidden?
However, we are we are currently, yeah, and hidden. Uh, we are currently dealing with a murder that happened in the library, a bag of gold, a
Oh,
bag of depleted gold left at the crime scene, and a redeemer on the camp or on the place, the castle, who is
oh,
attempting to pin the murder on somebody else. Now, regardless of all of this, you saying that the bag is not yours, is that sufficient proof for everybody else to realize that this bag is not yours, or should it be proven that this bag is yours?
I believe you would need to prove that this bag is mine, as
Perfect,
I said
perfect,
it's
perfect,
not.
perfect. Those daggers down there are not our daggers, but they were used in the commission of this crime. They're not our
Well,
daggers, and at no point has it been proven that they are. And so I guess
it
that means we
holds your
can't have done it, right?
symbol, I believe.
It does have our symbol on it, but that is not our dagger. Again, uh, also the other dagger that does not have our symbol on it has some blood and stuff on it and was found at the scene of the crime as well. So that's beside the point. The golden dagger is merely a prop. It was there. It was planted there.
I hit Gagnak on the shoulder. Ask about Miska conversation.
Oh,
Can you elaborate?
Remember, he said that that they had that late night conversation in the kitchen the night of the murder, and you know, be probably a good thing to bring up since we're gonna have her as our witness later.
Oh yeah. I don't fully remember, so I might need some prodding. Anyhow, we're gonna move on from that line of questioning.
and
I just wanna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
let me clarify as a TM here. Uh, the one that heard um, Gary and Veng fighting uh, during the night was Horde Mimin.
Oh, it was
Uh,
him? Oh, I thought it was Miska.
Yeah, but
Mi-
Ord was the one that was No, Ord heard Gary and Miska fighting or arguing.
Vang.
Gary and Veng.
Gary and
Gary
The
and
one
Fang.
that
Veng.
died. Yeah.
Yes, Miska knows that the writing on the letter you collected is from Vang and that she is left-handed, so she would
Gotcha.
not be the one to write the name in
Okay.
blood,
I thought she
or
was the one
probably
that
would not be the one.
was in that conversation.
Mhm.
Mistake.
Miska also knows that some that Baboon was bad talking your team and accusing your team.
Mhm.
That's all you got from her.
Okay, I think I may have
You,
lost my momentum with Gary with two R's.
you rest your case.
Yes, I think that's good.
I think
Gary's
I
not
do
going to tell
rest
us
my
anything
case.
else.
Gary, yeah, I'm gonna rest my case on this whole. If Gary can deny that something was his,
So can we.
then we can deny that something is ours as well because nobody has proven anything. It's got the symbol. These are Redeemer coins that have been eaten by a Redeemer, and he's a Redeemer, right? So it's just as circumstantial. Anybody can write a friggin' a
Especially at the scene of the
symbol.
murder, and we're just
Yeah,
standing at the scene of
yeah.
murder.
We're not even standing at the scene of the murder. We were standing at the staged scene of the murder.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm
and
gonna rest my case, and I'm gonna turn as disrespectfully away from Gary as I possibly can. Maybe put two R's in my turn. Turn.
turn. Okay, and Gary gets up and goes back to his table with his team, and then the idle hand calls for Ord Mimin, and Gary makes a sign with his hand, and um, I'd like to dismiss my second witness.
Oh.
Who's riding strictly on his accusation alone. Okay.
You can proceed to your wounds. I believe we already on the way to prove who is the murderer. I will not need hard. Then then the idle hand speaks. Then if Ord Mirming is dismissed,
I
we
kind
go
of.
for the
Is it possible for us to question his second witness? Given that he was going to call this person anyways, and him flip-flopping like that, I feel like we should get the opportunity to talk to the second witness that he wanted to bring in.
you you see the judge answers you. Um no, you could have also called the same witnesses if you had your chance. If he dismissed, the witnesses is dismissed.
Right, fair enough. Hans knows that Ord was involved and heard that argument because we got that information from somewhere, and Hans was there while we were gathering the evidence, so we can at least bring that point up.
Then choose your first witness.
Should we bring Misa Teak up?
Hmm.
Sure, let's do
Yeah,
Misa
I like
first.
that.
Okay. You see, Misa gets uh, to the witness's chair, and she seems a bit depressed, but uh, she looks at you all and looks at Gary with some a, a, a glint of anger on her eyes. The first, uh, then the Iron Hand officer uh, goes closer to Gary, and you can ask your questions. Gary goes to Misa and Misa, right? Oh, do you happen to have any sort of medical knowledge? No, I don't. Um, do you know if the victim was unable to move or write with her left hand? And no.
Good morning.
Howdy.
If I spell forecast on this letter, he points to the letter on the table, to make it seem like Bang wrote it, would you notice? No, but what's the point with this? It would be magic. Oh, I end here. And he goes back and sits.
Okay.
She seems even angrier now.
I'll reassure her because this is great. Oh, Gary, the two
Sorry,
R's.
I missed that. What was her response?
No, but what was the point since it would be magic in any way? So
So basically, his entire argument here is trying to discredit the which hand was used to write with, um, and he's yeah okay. So good day, Misa. I wouldn't be too worried about good old Gary over there. Gary should probably have left the questioning to a lawyer or something because he loves to bring up that you need to show some kind of evidence or some proof of something when it's damning evidence of him, but will assert things without evidence constantly. It's fantastic. Anyhow, so he asked you if you had any medical knowledge, correct?
yes, he did.
Mm-hmm. And then he just asked you about whether there would be any medical reason why the person wouldn't be able to use their hand, which seemed kind of silly. And then in order to make it appear as if it's written a different way, you could use magic, right? So basically be an illusion spell or something along those lines, correct? That's what he's talking about.
I believe so, but I fail to understand what was his point. So,
Because Gary didn't prove anything. So you have known what was the victim's name again?
Fang.
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 You've
Fang.
known Fang. Fang.
Fang.
Bane.
Something like
Bane.
that.
think
Venk. You've known Venk for a number of years, right?
yes, I did.
So you are, regardless of medical knowledge or anything like that, you are intimately familiar with which hand she writes with.
Yes.
Okay, so given that none of us are at all familiar with Venk at all, we probably have never met her. I have never met Venk. Nobody else here on my team I'm aware of has met Venk. So we would have to assume that she wrote that way instead of using magic to obfuscate which hand she wrote with. That just seems like it's hiding evidence as opposed to trying to create evidence. It doesn't make any sense. It's very clearly a forgery, one way or another. Either A, somebody's trying to hide some evidence about which hand Venk writes with, or they're trying to just write down one of our names to make it look like Venk wrote it down. Which one is more likely? I ask to the court, not expecting a response, because this is mostly just trying to get them to understand the questionings, the line of reasoning I'm going down.
Yellow, she looks a bit confused at you. She understood your point, but she doesn't know what she should answer, or if she should answer something
I'll
at
let
all.
her know that there's no need for an answer. That was more just a statement for the rest of the court to take in, because it kind of illustrates just how ridiculous the line of questioning was that Gary with two R's used. I don't know why I'm so hung up on the two R's. Anyhow, what was the other bits of information that we wanted to chat with her about?
Well, the conversation between like
Well,
the
that was.
lies and stuff with Baboam, because she originally thought
Oh
we
yeah.
were the ones that did it, and then she said she heard that from Babum, who then Gary denied the whole thing.
Okay, so I'll ask her. Who told you that we were the people who committed this horrific crime?
Uh, repeat the question for me. Sorry,
Um,
I, it failed to think.
lawyers, the Forgotten Realms. um, who was it that told you about uh, the who murdered your friend, or who was it
Oh,
that told you that we
it
murdered?
was Baboon, but then we had that open talk with Gary, where he denied everything in my face, and
Okay.
I don't know even how to answer this without being a bit disrespectful to the judge and everyone here.
I understand. I feel like the name was all we really needed. The rest of it was just fantastic to bring up, because that highlights a different point as well, which we'll get to a bit more of that conversation once we bring Hans up for his questioning as well. Um, but I guess that kind of covered off everything I wanted to ask about that. Was there anything else that we had for her? I don't remember if she was with us when we questioned the other person about the argument between Venk and 2R Gary.
I don't think
Don't
so.
think so.
No.
No.
With that in mind, I think that's all we have for her.
Yeah, well, we wanted her to confirm the letter was written by Lady Vang,
Yes.
and
Yes.
the writing on the wall was written with, looked like it was written with the body's right hand, but she's actually left-handed, or the other way around.
Yeah, we covered the handedness.
Okay. Did you? I didn't catch if we went into why that was important. But yeah.
We probably did not, but I should probably go over that, except I don't fully remember it. So I'll relay to the court what Adria just said. That the reason why the handedness mattered is because there was writing found on the wall next to the body that was very clearly written with a right hand.
Well, it was the right finger of the body was bloodied, so it looked like the body had written it with the right finger.
I will
But
pass that along.
Lady Vang is left-handed, so she would not have written with her.
Yeah, so I'll pass that along then, because that's even more evidence that it's not illusory, right?
Okay.
Div 0 again. Oh, confirming the note. So then I'll point again to the evidence of that note that was brought up. Where was that note? That was the letter about letter to Master Armour. Yeah, that's the one. So this letter was definitely written in her
handwriting.
Yeah, in her handwriting. I'm just going to quickly go over here. Team Heroes Hidden Agenda. Imposters are...
There's letter, and it is definitely the victim.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'll mention that it seems like she had discovered something or had overheard a discussion. I don't know why this letter is still around. This is a bit awkward because she was murdered while writing it. So yeah, so I'll point to this. This was written by her very clearly, but the other writing doesn't match her handwriting, and it's written with the wrong hand, and her wrong finger is bloodied. So I guess that's it. That's all. Thank you, Misa.
Yes, I can only confirm to you that she was left-handed, and it would be strange for her to write her right hand on the blood, and I can testify that for me this looks like her letter.
Okay.
That's all I can do for you all.
That works. That's plenty. You've done a magnificent amount. Thank you for your time.
Okay, she gets out of the chair and is escorted away. Then the officer calls for the other officer, for Officer Runs. And points again to Gary.
Oh, I'm kind of glad that he gets to go first, actually. Getting my note-taking skills down here.
Officer Runs, did you ever see me anywhere relevant? The roof, the gardens, the library, the corridor where the body was found, or an area of restricted access? No, I didn't. From all you've seen and heard, you can positively, beyond all reasonable doubt, confirm that a Redeemer is the murderer? No, I can't. Okay, and can you absolutely confirm that there is no possibility of Team 2 being the murderers? No, I can't do that. Okay, I rest my case here. And he goes back to his table. And the other officer says, the questioning is yours now.
I'm going to stand up with a big grin on my face. For all the importance that Gary put on proving things, all Gary's trying to do is lend some line of doubt in really nothing, right? All he said is that
It's not him.
What's that? Yeah, well, it's not even that he's not even saying that it wasn't him. It's just saying that there's a possibility it could be us, so therefore it's us, because we can't completely remove us from the equation. Although I think we can, based on the evidence. Anyhow, so Hans, Gary mentioned several locations to you when he started questioning, correct?
Yes, he did.
Namely the roof, the garden, the library. Um, there was a couple of other locations that I don't recall off the top of my head. What's the common theme with all of those different locations, aside from they're part of the castle?
Mm, I believe they were places where evidence were found or
Okay.
that were cited
Yeah.
on the
In,
letter.
important pieces of information that somebody like, say, the killer would know, or somebody who's investigated. We didn't actually know about the roof. Gary did. Anyhow, um, earlier on, when I questioned Gary, I mentioned something about the scene of the crime, and Gary feigned ignorance. Gary said he didn't know where it was, and he gave me some grief because he said that I knew an awful lot about where the murder took place. That's pretty damning. Those are more or less his words. You find it odd that somebody who doesn't know where the murder scene, where the murder happened, now all of a sudden knows all the different locations where the murder took place? I think it's weird. Anyhow, what has Gary shown as evidence to say that we have committed this murder?
Mhm. The dagger with your team symbol is
Mm-hmm.
the one evidence he pointed so far,
Yep.
I believe.
Yep. I will,
I
and
think.
I will. We're going to go over that dagger here very soon. But that's the only piece of evidence that he's given, correct?
Yes, that and it's the only one he
Okay. Um,
pointed, but there is also the one about you all, well, finding the body first and not reporting right away.
well, sure. That's not necessarily a murderer thing to do because we were asking some questions to somebody. But again, we're going to cover a little bit of that information here shortly. Um, so the only evidence that he's given about whether or not we are the killer is a dagger with our symbol on it, and we didn't report the body right away. Meanwhile, we can demonstrate that a redeemer at some point was in the library. You were with us when we discovered the coins, so you know that we didn't plant it. We found it inside and hidden, like on purpose, not
Yes,
just, oh, whoops, I dropped it behind this thing on the bookshelf and then happened to also trip in such a way that things moved in the way, so it'd be hard to find. I don't even know
not
how you do
only
that.
that, we only found the coins because of Mr. and Mr. Chankoi and Mrs.
And
Zepa.
yeah, I don't think it matters who the other person was because they wanted to keep it quiet. But he was in there with a friend of his, um, doing things. But what that is doesn't really matter, and who it was doesn't really matter. But yes, he did hear something that was going on, some extra activities that were happening in the library, and he pointed out that something was there, or that something was going on, and then that prompted us to look around for it. Regardless, the point being that there is physical evidence showing a redeemer in the room with the body, and all we've got for us is hearsay. Did Babu? Wrong image. Witnesses. That has names. I should have that up. I did have it up before. Baboom. Did he make any report to you about us?
Um, Mr. Baboon said that you are all the murderers and that
Mm-hmm.
his trusted friend has heard you having altercation with uh, the victim.
Yes.
This trusted friend later was revealed to be Gary Landon.
Um. Yes. So, similar to the vein of things that we were sort of looking into while after we were uh, informed of the murder and that we were suspects. We had a conversation with Ord Mimim, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. What did we find out from Ord?
Ord said that he heard an altercation between Gary and the victim. Some
Good.
kind of
Okay. Okay. So
fight.
we have evidence of other people who have heard Gary and the victim fighting. We have evidence showing a Redeemer was in the room and had hidden evidence in a room where somebody was murdered, who they were fighting with that night. And then that person accuses other people of having committed this heinous crime. And so far has not really provided any evidence, right? Now, actually, before you answer that question, we're going to talk about the dagger. So the dagger that has our symbol on it. We had made a statement about the dagger not being ours, and so we went and spoke to Coralder the smith. And you accompanied us to that discussion, correct?
Yes.
What was the time frame that he gave us about when the dagger was dropped off versus the rest of our equipment?
Kradur said that dagger was given to him to be worked on in the middle of the night by a
Mm-hmm.
cloaked figure. He's supposed to be one of you.
Yes.
And
But it was a cloaked figure brought in the dagger outside of normal times, right?
yes,
So, given that he said he assumed it was one of us, that's not a positive ID, is it?
um, he's just said he wasn't sure. He could not
Okay.
precisely point who of you were the
Okay.
cloaked figure, but
Okay.
couldn't also say
He
that
couldn't.
it
Yeah, he couldn't
wasn't
affirmative.
one of you.
Yeah, he couldn't affirmatively say that it was one of us. Um, the reason I bring that up is because our friend to our Gary over here, um, he was just trying to make sure that you would say that there's no way to be absolutely 100% sure that we didn't do it. And that's fair. But based on all of the evidence that's showing up, is it more likely or less likely that a Redeemer was involved? Given the um, shenanigans with the gold coins. I'm kind of bouncing around here, and I'm sorry about that, but
Um, because of the sounds heard by Shankoi, it's more likely that a Redeemer or someone with Redeemer used coins were part of this.
okay. Um, so, in your esteemed opinion, you've probably been an inspector for a long time, or an investigator for a long time. What do you think the likelihood that we had any involvement in this is?
I can testify for my beliefs here, as I am an officer of the Iron Hand. I can only say that the evidence against you are not solid proof, as I see.
Okay, that's sort of what I was expecting. That's what I figured would be the case because the evidence is very clear that we were not the ones that did it. I think you had pointed out that the dagger that we found outside of the building um, was used to cut the fabric that the victim allegedly wrote on.
Yes, the fabric seems very similar.
Mm-hmm. We found that dagger relatively recently too, right? Like, and it doesn't match any of our equipment. None of us have scabbards missing for, or that are missing a dagger or anything along those lines. None of us are missing weapons. So unless we're carrying a weapon that's unprotected, so it might stab us in the back, it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to not have that, right?
That's true, but you could have discarded the scabbard.
I mean, we could have. could have. We'd have to have several other belts as well because they're usually part of the belt. So I don't think that that's entirely the case. But you're right. We could have discarded it. You seen the price of daggers and stuff lately? I'm not exactly rolling in the money, so I don't want to be discarding daggers all the time. Even though I mean,
Like
I'd never
gold
met,
dagger?
especially a gold dagger. Why would I discard a gold dagger? Right? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Anyhow, that's just me making some weird ass point. Um, what else? When you said Odo, I assume you meant Ord.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
good.
what I meant.
I did cover that one. So Baboom, there was a conversation between us and Gary, um, where we discussed some things that were going on with Baboom. Misa had heard some stuff from Baboom, and she was very upset at what Gary had said. Um, can you elaborate on that a little bit? What was said there? Because I don't
Oh,
remember.
your team questioned Gary about Gary spreading false claims about
Oh
your
yeah,
team
yes.
involvement with the murder, as you got that information from uh, pressuring Baboon a bit, and he said that his trusted friend that told him about your involvement with the
Okay. Yeah.
intrigue
So
was.
okay. So um, I would like to point out for the court then that what this means is that Gary knew of the murder early enough to tell Baboom to spread information, and he did not call the guards about the murder. Instead, he tried to tell somebody else about the murder and then wait for us to wake up and discover the murder and try and solve it. So Gary knew about the murder long before we did. And I say that because we took the dagger to the blacksmith to find out information about the dagger. Yes, we didn't immediately inform the police, but we wanted to find out some other information and then we could go and talk to the police. We were hoping to get some of that information first. But that was a mistake on our part for sure. But we do know that Gary knew about the murder sometime last night and told it to Baboom and didn't report it. But he allegedly knew who did it and he didn't report it. Correct?
Yes, he didn't report. That's all I can say from all your
Okay. All
conclusions.
my inane rambling. Okay, so if the evidence against us involves or includes that we didn't report it, and that's damning against us, Gary also did not report. So he has the same evidence, if not more, because all the other evidence points towards Gary, or at least at the very least a redeemer, of which Gary had said that he is likely the only one in the castle. I think I can rest here.
Yep.
I think we're
Okay.
good.
If
I
he
rest my
can't
case.
prove we did
Yeah.
it and we can't prove that he did it, then let us fight.
And stand up and goes to the witness hall, and then
I can eat my dinner now.
the idol hand officer again speaks. And now that the cross-examination of the witnesses are over, we go for the final statements. I Then the judge says, Gary, you may do your final statements. Then the representatives of the defendants will do the same. And I will reach the verdict. Gary gets up. Well, well, well. How can I start this? The only evidence you all have here is a bunch of coins on a bag. Well, may I point you all that a Redeemer does not use daggers as their main trade, and if it was the work of a Redeemer that killed Vang, our race of empowered by said gold would be our weapon of choice and not a dagger. I'm not even really good at holding a bladed weapon. I couldn't kill a rabbit. What about a fully grown, powerful spell-casting woman? No, 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 no. That would be very impossible for me. But on the other hand, I believe you all have many weapon specialized team members that may favor the daggers. So, all your claim is that a body found on your doorsteps, writing your teammate's name, and that um, you didn't report the body, is all but a ruse created supposedly by me? Well, you know your ploy, your tricks. You tried to manipulate the results of the arena and cause it to favor you because you believe it Team 4 to be the weakest, the halfling team. Well, you can see in the ladder. He goes to the ladder and picks it. The words here are clear. It tells that someone was plotting something against a weaker team. Read this. The words I heard were, "Tell the treasurer that the meeting with Lisproles did not go well, but we might have overestimated their knowledge about artifacts." Read this part. Team 4 is the weakest. I will devise a way to take advantage of that. You can see, everyone here can see that I pointed on my conversation with um, Team 2 that they wanted me to manipulate the results and cause they to fight Team 4. They even tried to pay me for that. Maybe that's why they are so affixate to the gold bag. They are ready to kill by get gold and fame. So maybe that's why they are fixated on this. But see that they didn't call off in at any time about my talk with them. They tried to discredit it from happening, but they never addressed the fact that they were after Team 4, that they thought that Team 4 was the weakest, which I should say is pretty offensive to the Halfling team. They are pretty strong and cunning. I would not want to fare against them in the arena. So, how can you believe that it's me who is twisting the words here and causing this to be a murder caused by others and you being blamed, when in fact everyone can see that you are all trying to blame me? Everyone knows that I was at the hall the entire time. Everyone could see me. I didn't leave that place. And no testimony here says otherwise. While your team was walking around fort, why would someone find a body at their doorstep and remove the dagger from its chest and then bring it to a blacksmith? Well, it's most probable that the dagger was not in the body at all. It was at their bags hidden. I don't know what they got in their head to show it, what they were trying to do, but maybe they were trying desperately to find someone to pin the blame on this. More than one people heard the altercation between Vang and their team. They killed her out of anger and probably tried to find a way to escape, to get away with it. They maybe wanted to make a deal with her like they tried to do with me, but I was a bit smarter and I faked to agree with their terms. Maybe Vang was too honorable and too strict to do something like that, and she just flat out refused them. And this probably caused their altercation and ended with her death. This is all obvious for anyone to see. The evidence here shows that they tried everything in their power to get away and hide information, destroy evidence, manipulate facts. That's all I can do, and now I will speak for today. May the judge see the truth and then get the rest her soul needs. Or if there is still any doubt about our involvement or theirs, I request a trial by combat where we'll be able to prove by the will of the gods that we are the ones being unfairly accused today. He goes back to his seat and the idle hand officer points at you. The final statement can be made.
I'll stand up.
And then I stand up and I put my arm on yours. You talk too much.
But I have a fantastic monologue. I have so many notes.
You keep it in your head. You talk. We need action. And action says
I
that.
want to say one thing. One thing.
Okay, you say one thing.
Okay. It's going to be a very long thing. It's going to be a very long run-on sentence.
No, short thing.
No, I want to point out that Gary made a direct lie during his closing statements that he stated that the evidence showed that we were the ones arguing with Venk before her murder, but we had testimony from one of the officers, specifically Hans, that the discussion was actually between Gary and Venk. So he has demonstrably lied to this court. Now let's kick his ass.
Good. You bring up good point, Gary. with Baron's voice lies with disorder, and we must provide Tamra's light to bring justice and truth to this, and the only way is to kick their butts.
Well, then I will pass the judgment. By all the evidence presented, and by the power invested in me by the supreme authority of the glorious empire, in the light of all physical evidence and testimonies produced, I hereby declare that the Team 2 is not guilty.
Yay.
As there is also not enough evidence to pin Team 1, I also declare they not guilty. But as both parties were accusing each other of such a serious crime, in front of the gods, you will face a battle that was already destined to happen. Your trial will be not a trial, a simple trial,
Looking at Gary.
but a trial to the death.
And it will be glorious.
May the gods bring justice, and the ones that speaks true survive the arena. Officers, bring both teams to the arena and prepare the battle.
Oh man, his screen is really freaking out now. Do you guys see it
Oh, no.
too?
Yeah.
She,
I
Yeah,
knew this was gonna happen.
It's flickering quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it's reflections on the floor down here. But yeah, it's as I move and interrupt that area. Discord doesn't do it as well as something like Zoom or anything like that, which is a bit unfortunate. Allegedly, our webcam. There we go. Took me a moment. Anyways, let's carry on.
the judge ordered the officers to escort you all, and she points her fingers to Tabek and Zala and to Gary, as if she was counting. She then asks Team 1, they are 4 and the trials should be of 4. Are you fighting in 3? Then the Zala, the Gloomfolk woman, answers in a scratchy but fearful words. And no, the most frightening of us only appear if absolutely necessary. Then proceed. You are guided to the arena. Let me open it for you all. Here, here. Okay. Rift,
Oh my.
Ravel,
Oh my. I just see 2 dancing squares going around each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too.
Yeah.
I had
The
to make
5
the sound.
rounds.
Might just want to turn it off.
Yeah, you might want to just get rid of the background thingy.
The whole
Okay,
thing?
it-
Are you guys actually seeing me or just the squares?
Well, right now I
Just
don't see
little
you.
squares.
Just the squares.
Do you are
anyone
not
else
seeing?
like feeling like we should just go for Gary and just
That's my plan. I was actually muted while I was saying it, but yeah, I'm going straight for Gary. I am
just
going
wanna-
to just
Everyone's seeing the map
Gary.
correctly, or there is any problem?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I see it.
I want to burn his burn his facial hair off.
His mushins, his mutton
So,
chops.
as you are guided to the one of the entrance of the arena, uh, you see
Just
the
gonna disconnect,
crowd
reconnect.
cheering, and
Let's try it again.
you see a cleric of the arena on the helm uh, of one of the chips. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the arena of the Drought. To forever remember the consequence of waging war and provoking the wrath of the gods, the battlefield in front of you honor the ships and lives lost through the centuries to the Western Ocean's eternal storm, which rages on since the Moroccan curse was first laid upon the blessed lands of Tanares. The big canvas of each half represent shipwrecks. This is further illustrated by the drab debris and the water at the bottom of the pit that divides the arena in two halves. Two wooden bridges connect two sides, but it's not the only way to cross to the other sides. A hope connects each crow nest to the floor besides the boats. A fight of tactics and strategy. Here today, bring by me Aribara Uglawi, your cleric of the arena. Cheer on and let the fight begin.
Can you send it to
see?
me again? I accidentally closed it.
No, okay.
You can open all the images by clicking on the images button on the right hand side.
Oh,
And
which
then this
image
one
is
will
it
be...
though?
That's
Combat.
a good question.
Oh,
Combat
Combat
3.
3. There it is.
Yeah.
Um,
I've gotten very good at using the images tab
you
every
go.
time it closes.
I will roll initiative for everyone, okay?
Oh God.
Here we go.
Burn.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you're all going 1, 2, 3, 4.
First one to act is Talback. Let me get his shit. Okay. Here. Back to P.
So they declined to have a fourth person. That's right.
No, they said he'll appear
It's
when needed, right?
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he only
he's
shows up when absolutely needed.
Great.
I assume that's it's probably going to do the same thing that Adri's going to be doing too. When Adri goes insane, you've been
Maybe.
like giving
I don't know.
yourself dark vision in the court.
No, but then I
Dark
lose some of
vision
my
on,
other stuff
dark
though
vision
when I
off, dark
but when
vision
I
on, dark vision off.
I get other penalties and stuff though when the more insane I go. Because I get negatives to my AC attacks and saves. And yeah, and when I transform, I also lose some of my abilities.
Mm.
And
Use
all of my aberrant
tentacles.
mutations turn off. My tentacle goes away when I transform. I
What do
just
you
get
turn
whatever
into?
I can choose. I'm probably gonna go with envy.
All right,
I have the
Talback.
option of the Arachne Scout, envy, the Arachne Surf, or gluttony. Although the Arachne Scout might be useful if we have ships to climb over.
Okay. Gaknek, your first one of your team.
Oh, all that talking, I totally forgot to bring up the ability. I want to do one of the abilities at some point because I want to get that charging up. Oh, this is me being horribly unprepared. Why?
Calling in your dragon dude.
Yeah, calling my dragon dude. We'll bring him in.
How far
We'll
can
send
you
him.
go out?
I think it's 30 feet. Oh, hang on. Why am I doing that?
That means okay. See if you can move then.
Yeah. Okay. So I think he's 30 feet out from me. I just want to get some. Can I see through his eyes?
Yeah.
I don't remember if that was
Just
covered or
click
not.
him.
No, but I mean,
Yep.
like normally I can see through him, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You
So I
can
want to
get
see like that.
faint ideas of what he's saying.
Okay. There we go. Okay, but so I at least know that there's a dude over here now. Okay.
Can he be attacked?
I don't think so. He's basically completely gone.
Yes.
He's like a spiritual.
Ethereal.
He can be
He-
attacked.
No, he cannot
Oh,
be
okay.
attacked.
Okay.
Oh,
You
something dumb could like waste their action trying to attack it, maybe.
Potentially, yeah.
Mm.
Okay, there we go.
You want him to be a 1 square or 3
Uh,
per 3?
I think the huge would be great because yes,
So it's huge now.
yeah, make him look scarier. And is there a thing I can do?
And the
I think
crowd
all of these are
goes
make weapon
wild.
attack. Is there something nearby that I can? Oh, this feels kind of power gamey, but am I allowed to just like use up one of these abilities to try and gain the benefit of, or do I have to hit an enemy with it? Because it says
Uh,
make a weapon attack on a hit, gain stuff. Can I attack like that barrel in front of me to gain the benefit of, say, I think there's one that gives me +2 AC or something like that. Yeah, +2 AC bonus against the next attack.
yes, technically you can on like anything on 5th edition you can use it against a rat or against a wall or something
Okay,
like that.
because I want to be able to at least get this stuff built up so that when they finally get in, I can do some other fun stuff. So I'm going to be very mad at this barrel in front of me, and I'm going to use Draconic Shield. Yep, Draconic Shield, so that I can increase my AC by 2 just in case something shoots me. So attacking the barrel.
Okay.
Abilities. Nope, not abilities. Actions. There we are.
The barrel has an AC of
Go get
4.
him, Tiger! Seriously? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Barrel.
You missed. You critically
You
missed
get
the barrel
going
that's
to
right in
hit
front
the
of
barrel.
you. Wow.
But the barrel just rolls and misses it.
Booze you,
God.
boo.
It's one of those mimic barrels or something.
Okay, you market the kind of attack you did, but you do gain no effect.
Oh my Jesus. That was fantastic. I could not have gone better. Thank you, Dice Gods. Oh God.
It was a very dodgy barrel.
I'm gonna say, yeah, carry that, Saya. Whew. Be afraid. And I'm gonna move this way. Oh man, I'm sorry if. Oh wait, I can't occupy the same place as him. Sorry if that was loud in the laughing.
Oh, if you enter the square, of your spirit, you can be pushed
But I.
outside of it if you went.
Oh, I could like go here and then because this is 30 feet right here. I think 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So you
And
can
then
then he
you'll
push
can
be
shun me
pushed
to
35?
here.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
sweet.
You can use the spirit as an extra movement for you and for the rest of your party.
Oh, cool.
It's an added bonus for the spirit.
That is cool. Okay, I don't remember reading that part, but that's cool.
Yep, it's on the spirit part. Okay, then the next one is Cow Drift.
Well, I want to take a little march up on this boat, I think. 2, 3,
The ropes from the crow's nest, they go from the top of the crow's nest on one down to the ground on the other side.
Yes, you can see. Let me.
So you would climb up. If you wanted to have
Yeah,
fun, you could
you
climb
can
up the
see.
crow's nest and then slide down the rope.
Yes, you can see the
Okay.
rope here
Yeah.
on the one side and the other. You can see the rope on the left, top left.
Yeah. And how high up is the crow's nest?
It's, like
She's thinking about some crazy acrobatic moves, tentacles flying.
I mean, when you get a chance to
it's
zip line on a
about
rope,
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. And when you get a chance to zip line on a rope, you zip line down a rope.
We got the rope. Okay, so I actually want to take out that scroll that I got from the witch and do some webs across this bridge up here. Some spider webs.
Okay.
Make
Can you
some
point
difficult
it,
terrain.
please?
How do I do the pointer thing? Let's see. Clear targets. Drawing mode.
Oh wait, you.
So
Sorry, I need to note down that you missed an attack. Not you. There.
like
Yep.
garish.
You're laughing at his miss.
Maniacally.
I was laughing too. I'm sorry I didn't mute my mic in time because I can laugh pretty loud sometimes. Yeah, that killed me. That was hilarious timing.
Okay, then it's a 20
20
feet
foot hole, I
hole.
think. Did I go 5, 10,
Yep,
50? Yeah, so pretty
it's
much gets the whole bridge. Yeah.
it it's not a full cube here because it has to have sticking points, so it will only get the bridge, not the whole
Yeah,
cube.
to each
20
side of the
per 20.
bridge. Yeah, that's what I was making it difficult to come at me.
Okay, then it's fully webbed.
Okay. And that's it. That's me.
Okay, then it's Ravel.
Okay. So I can't see much on the other side. What is
I
it that's
haven't. Oh,
blocking the
sorry.
line of sight?
Like in the
Uh,
middle.
the sh-
The boat
the ship
itself
is
does. Yeah.
the boat is high. It's not carved on the ground. It's a bit like 15 feet off the ground. That's why there's a ramp here.
Yeah.
So it
But like
blocks
what's
line of.
but right in the middle of the field.
Oh,
Like
it's a wall. It's a wall.
a wall. Oh, okay. Um kind of want to see around that.
I can tell you from my vantage point, I'm not really seeing anything yet. Like they're still all behind the wall,
Okay.
If there's a wall on the other side, well,
too. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to get my. Might as well do some prep stuff then. I will grow my tentacle as a bonus action. And that is another madness point. And then move to here, see if I can see anything else. That's 5. And 15. No, come on, get in there. I can't see anything. Really. 20, 25. And then because I don't want to be out and exposed, I'll go to there.
yeah, you saw Gary.
Okay. Yes. I don't think I have anything that can shoot that far. Oh, I have a longbow. I can shoot Gary before I hide behind the wall. Might as well shoot him. I am at a -2, and longbow is normally +5, so I am at +3. You shoot at Gary, and longbows have stupid range.
You've missed Gary.
Yeah. I was actually +4, but it's still a miss. Okay, and then I will go behind the wall, so I'm not in line of sight for spells or shooting. And I will reset
Okay.
my maniacal count.
Okay. Then is Mbolo.
Question: do any of my like enlightenment type abilities, do they require line of sight?
Yes.
They do.
All of them.
Okay. All right. So I'll start moving up this way, and then I'll yell out in the air, "Gary, you will pay for your lies!" And in doing that, I am doing my using a courage point to shout my powerful war cry that strengthens my party's resolve. You and all allies within 30 feet gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus 3.
Okay. Roll your d8.
All right.
He rolls once and we all gain that many?
Yep.
Plus 3?
Awesome. So
And we all
4.
get 4.
For and
We're off
he
to a good
will
start, everyone.
I bet Gary's quaking in his boots after seeing me attack and those inspiring words. Yeah, fear us, Gary. We just might trip and fall and do your job for you.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna look over here real quick. Oops. Let's see. What's the button to pan again? Here, never mind. I just figured it out.
pent.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'll just stand behind this wall as well.
Okay. Then it's Gary. Let's see what Gary's gonna do.
Redeemer stuff. We haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I like that it shows areas that I have seen, even though I can't currently see them.
Like a true fog of war, or
Yeah.
it's you can uncover things, but you can't see what actively is happening.
Yeah, I can see the terrain still. That's cool.
Oh, I missed Tabak up there. I see him now.
Okay.
They're both in the boat.
The big boat?
Yeah, the one that you guys are the bottom. Yeah,
Okay.
the other boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I called my friends. They're in the boat.
Okay. He will. mm, Shoot a ray at. He makes a darkened ray on one hand and a bright, holy ray on his left. He shoots Talbeck with the holy on his left and Geknek with the dark ray.
Ooh.
So he's using. Okay. Let's check if he hits first Talbeck. Okay, he hits Talbeck and grants him okay one temporary hit point for Talbeck.
At least they're rolling kind of like us.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Talbeck has um and he will attack
I duck and or weave.
on a 6.
I'm probably more still mad at myself for missing that.
Oh, you duck and weave, and he misses the black ray.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
like a
he's up
drunken
to
master here. Can't hit a barrel. You don't know where I'm going to go next.
Okay. So he missed and it's Zala. She will he shoot Caldrift with a long bow. You see
Like,
that
she
she
can see me up in the
lightens.
boat, hey?
Yeah,
All right.
you see that she lightened the arrow in fire and attacks you. But you have cover as you are on the higher ground and there is, so you have +2 to your AC. 6. She has a +5, 11. No, she misses you, and she hides here.
Oh, we're all off to a great start so far.
I have the high ground.
Tabak. Okay, Tabak starts drumming. He hits his drum on a rhythmic way. You seem like his allies are pumped by his music. And he will see just spell. Let me check the range of one spell, and it's okay. And he points at you, Gaknek. You dragonling! Get out of this fight and laugh to your death!
I'm taking that personally now, buddy.
Roll wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's not a good one.
Oh God.
Okay. I'll go
Okay.
chuckle somewhere else then.
You start laughing from everything you see, and
I laugh at him too. Maniacally.
you see both of you laughing, but Geknek is incapacitated. He cannot stand up and do anything.
I mean, we knew that, but what did the spell do?
You are you are affected by hideous slaughter.
Yeah.
So
kidding,
you
because
are
everything else I've done has been ineffective, so it didn't really need the spell.
You're a good talker, my friend. You're a good talker.
Yeah, not much else.
okay. Geknek turn. So you can do nothing on your turn as you are incapacitated.
Too busy laughing.
And you are prone now. You fall on the ground, and at the end of your turn, makes another wisdom saving throw to free yourself.
Nope, I don't make another one. See, I didn't make it.
Okay, you keep laughing.
I laugh some more.
Yep, here we go.
I like that you're feeling safe, sort of.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Then it's Caldrift.
Yes, I'm gonna move to the very top of the boat here to get a better view. And then I think 120 feet puts me in line for the other boat over there, right? 1, 2, 3.
120 feet for sure, yeah.
Yeah. So then I'm going to do some scorching ray down towards the other
Ouch.
boat there. And I'm gonna try to infuse it.
Target?
If you can
No,
stop it. Oh no, I don't think there's concentration.
Select after.
I select after. Yeah, I gotta see because I'm gonna go for the additional ray, right? If I can get the
Yep.
Arcana check here.
Callback would stop him concentrating on Tasha's.
I didn't get it, I don't think, right? Or what's that number I need? I needed a 17, so I don't get the extra level, right?
Oh, by 1.
Yeah. But I get the
here,
regular.
I'll roll a d20 and you can probably just make it if we add it. Oh, it almost was a 1 as well.
So my 3 targets, do I just... Yeah, I'm pummeling Gary with all 3 because I want to get his mutton chops.
Okay, it's 3 haze or 2 rays?
It's 3 rays. It would have been 4 if it would have
Okay,
worked.
yes, yes.
but-
3, the basic one.
Yeah.
And then for him, so
It might not be a bad idea to try and hit 1 on Talbek. Is Tasha's concentration?
Yes.
oh, it is. Okay, so 1 at Talbot, 2 at Tagari. That's what
Okay.
we'll do.
Yeah, it is.
We'll do the one at Talbot first.
Okay.
Oh, I've got to actually roll my dice here. Let's. Oops, that's not good.
A chuckle.
You've doubled my rolls.
So I'm sure 7 misses.
Yes.
All right.
I'm glad you guys go between them and me,
Oh god.
and not
Oh,
the other
right,
way
for
around,
the misses.
because it drops my AC as well.
All right. First one at Gary. Oh my God. Miss.
I better
And
get
the
in range
final
of
one at
something.
Gary. Oh my
For any
God.
consolation,
I
I'm
got
laughing
one.
even harder now.
That's fair.
Okay, you hit Gary.
Yeah, for 2d6 with the. Okay.
Oh god.
All right.
6
That's okay.
damage,
6
even
damage.
better.
And do I set the boat on fire?
No.
All that I
Okay,
said.
cool. All the ones that.
But if the, but maybe maybe you
did I
hit
do that?
someone in the crowd behind.
Okay.
Wow. You can right click on the die.
It's right click. Okay, I knew there was a way to
Right-click.
do 2.
I knew there was too, and I was just like, how do I do this again? So hence the test. It's right click. Yeah.
Well, that was
Okay.
one of my level 2 spell slots. That could have been better.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's Revel.
That could have been better. It's basically our opening mantra for this this round. Are you insane yet, Adrian? We're basically relying on you to do this because we obviously
Uh-oh.
can't.
Uh-oh. I am
Oh,
going
man.
to
See,
step out
Gary?
and see what's going on.
This is how you know we didn't kill her.
Okay.
We can't even fight.
So are we doing diagonals as just 5 feet for each one, or are
Yeah.
we doing the 5, 15, or the 5 and then 10 and then 5?
No, 5, 5.
It was
It's
just
5?
5 all the ways.
So
5 all
it's
the way
gonna be
across.
good.
Good, or else I would have
Yeah.
cheated.
Yeah.
Just remember that people over the ship has soft cover as a
Yeah, that's
so
okay. I'm
those
at
two very
Jump
easy.
when you cast the spell, and then you might be able to remove some of the cover.
+4 on my attack roll, so
Oh, with all our misses, right?
the failed saves, the missed attacks. So that was 5 feet of movement. I'm going to spend my bonus action to elasticize my limbs.
Ooh.
Oh, then they can go
and
way
deform
up.
them. They're going to become a little bit longer. That's another point of
I don't
madness.
think that's how
So
the soft cover thing would get defeated.
that's another roll on the madness table. I'll do that after my attack, or do I do that right away? I'll do that right away. So that's a D8 on the madness table. 7.
Cray cray.
7.
Oh, that's more gloomy. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. I don't apply stat modifiers on any of my damage rolls,
Oh,
but I reduce by 5 all damage that I receive to a minimum of 1.
oh, that's kind of cool.
All right. So I have the elastic limbs gives me an extra 10 feet, so I have 35 feet of movement still. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm probably better to shoot from back here and then move up, because the angle is going to get really weird once you get close.
Yes.
So I
Lost
will
Kyle for a second.
shoot with my longbow from here, and then I will finish moving up closer.
Okay.
So this is, I'm at -3 on my attacks, I'm a net +1 on my attack roll. So, and that's normally a plus Longbow is normally a +5, so that'll be a +6. On
sorry.
that would have been on I don't know, does the one behind have cover or no? Or are they both the same to hit?
Both same cover. Both +2 to 8.
Okay, the one that's casting the one that's concentrating on the spell. That's who I'll
Okay,
hit.
then Starbuck, just one.
So that's a hit, I assume.
Yep.
Okay, and I don't get my stat modifier, so that is just a d8. 7
Alright.
damage.
Okay. 7 damage on Talbeck. He lost temporary points and has 6 damage. Okay, and you can finish your movement.
And then concentration
right.
save.
Oh, and he's concentration.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And he failed. You are free, Geknek.
That's
I mean, I'm
2,
still
3,
laughing
4, 5, 6.
because this whole start of the fight has been hilarious. So I'm still laughing. It's just controlled laughing instead of uncontrolled.
That is me.
Okay. Then Bolo.
How high is let's see. How do you signify where something is? You have to hold it down? How do you like ping a spot on the map?
Being a spot, you believe you can use paint and then delete.
Yeah, I just did the drawing mode and then.
Drawing mode?
Yeah, but I don't think he wanted to draw. I think he just wanted to like.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
point out.
the spot just south of Caldrift there. How high is that?
15, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the ship is 15 feet up from the ground.
Okay.
Yes.
So can I move one up here and then climb up on top of the ship next to him?
Yes, it's possible. It's a small athletic check.
Okay.
With the way we've been rolling, you're probably gonna like fall down, land on your head to break your neck or something, and it'll be like, oh, one too many ones.
Oh, okay.
Almost.
Hey,
No
there
problem.
you go.
Got it.
Just jump, grab, and pull yourself.
All right.
No problem.
I jump up there to see my brosif here, who's rolling like a fool.
Fire! I see fire!
So I put my hand on him and I use another courage point to bolster his spirit, which allows him to you get 2 of these, either 1 to your AC, or 1 to attack rolls, or 1 to saving throws, or 1 to all damage rolls.
That's a cool skill. I like that.
Ooh.
And you get 2 of them.
Use 2 bonus. You must choose now.
1 to all damage. And I don't know. Should I take attack or AC? Any
Attack rolls.
attack?
Always.
All right. 1 to damage and 1 to attack. That's right. I got fire in my eyes. That's right. No defense.
Oh, that'll be actually the +1 to damage would be even better on something like Scorching Ray if you have another slot for it.
Well, I do have 1 more, so I can take the same one twice. I can go double damage.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, I mean if you have another slot for another level 2 spell, Scorching Ray would be really good because it's 3 sets of damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the plan. Yeah. Thinking.
Yeah, that's really good. I was thinking like that's not
Magic missile
terribly
automatically
good.
hits.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
It does, and you'll get 1 on each missile.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
That's
This
also
feels
true.
good.
You don't
This
have to roll
feels
the hit.
really good.
Yeah, that's really good. As a doing that to a warlock with their Eldritch Blast at higher levels, that'd also be awesome because they roll multiple dice, right? Their
That's
their
sweet.
cantrip
Yes,
rolls
it's supposed to
multiple
be
dice.
multiple instances of damage, but if there is
Yeah.
multiple instances of damage, then you can
Yeah.
cheese a little bit more damage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's ever a spot where you're rolling like 13 different types of damage or anything like that. It's in 13 different individual instances, so I don't think it'll ever get really broken. But there's definitely places where it synergizes really well.
Yep.
You gain fury of gods.
Ah! I'm inflamed with courage and power.
I think that's
Okay.
I think that's just a regular action, so that's
Yes.
all I can do.
And then there is Gary. And Gary
there's
is angry. And Gary will.
Sorry, do you smell that burnt hair? I do.
Gary will attack. Uh,
We've got the bigger boat, Gary. Give in. Ours expands just a little bit outside.
he will do one positive ray on himself, and the other in a negative ray on Geknek.
Ooh, he's got something against Gagnac.
Oh, I'm prone. I'm prone. I have extra AC against ranged attacks. Or it's
Oh.
disadvantage or something like that. Is it? It's disadvantage against prone targets when they're away. If you're not adjacent to them.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Take that, Gary.
Take that, Gary.
Oh, he missed it anyway. And
Well,
Take that,
Five.
Gary.
5 points.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gary.
Oh, I feel like he's
Healing.
healing.
I thought it was temporary hit points.
Yes.
That's
did
what
he
it
have to
appeared
roll
earlier.
to hit the other person with the temporary hit points, or do
He
they just
did.
get them?
Yep.
No, he rolled.
If he's doing it to himself, he probably doesn't have to attack himself.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And
Ah,
okay.
darn! Over my shoulder.
Zala. Zala will. One, two,
Oh man, they don't want to come to play with my webs.
and one more. She will be here and she will shoot Ravel.
AC is
That's-
currently 13.
Some good movement.
Because she's got the scorpion body.
That's right.
Working that
Creepy.
scorp body.
Creepy.
She lights another arrow in flames and shoot. Oh,
She
maybe
misses.
She misses.
It'll be a long fight if none of us hit anybody.
Okay, I hit somebody.
It's gonna be like 3 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
Somebody please hit.
Yeah, right. At some point, yeah, Michael's just gonna go, and then a dragon comes out of nowhere and just.
But somehow it misses too.
I send them. Jumped on the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she misses. And
Hey,
It's all
Judge, I think you need a new arena. This one's broken.
I laugh when she misses. I go between moping and laughing maniacally. Like, if I'm not laughing, I'm moping and like gloomy and pissed off. But
Oh my goodness.
he will use an healing ward, so he will heal. Okay,
Secret things are happening.
he heals Gary,
Mm.
and
Who
he
heals
will
Gary?
use a
Top.
vicious. Since you are laughing, then he use vicious mockery you.
on me,
No, on Geknek.
on Gaknek.
Good thing you boosted your AC, hey?
Mm,
Yeah.
roll a wisdom saving throw.
Hey!
It's not
There
bad.
you go.
Now I'm mad, Gary.
You make he makes a bad pun about you falling and
Little does he
laughing,
know.
but it's just not. It's just a bad pun. You
I
just
love puns.
sight at him.
It's great. I just keep laughing along with a good one. Stand up in a minute.
Okay, so you resisted his vicious mockery, and
Oh, man.
it's you.
I
Spill.
stand upright, so I'll spend half my movement standing up.
I'm a little
Uh,
sad you made the save.
Can I move Dragon Boy? Can he float like right? Oh,
Yes.
It doesn't like that. Wow, he doesn't.
can.
It doesn't like him being there because he sees nothing while he's there. I'm gonna
Here
actually.
you mean? Let me.
No,
see
it's
if I
when it's there, I can't see anything, but I can while it's
Okay.
there. But I changed my mind because of the whole movement shenanigans you were talking about.
Let-
So I want to put him like here. Hang on. He was
Okay.
here. One, 6, right? Yeah,
Okay.
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then because I had to spend most of my movement, if I end my movement here, where can he shunt me to?
Here, for example.
Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna move to there, and then so he just shunts you to somewhere adjacent to him. That's really cool. I like that. It's kind of like a piggyback.
Yep.
I like that a lot.
There is a little trick you can do here. Let me give you a cool hint. Since it's a huge creature, he's not only 3 per 3. He's 3 per 3 per 3.
Yeah.
So
So
you
use him
could
to shunt him.
possibly, for example, see if he was here, just to give an
Yeah.
example, you
Use it
could
to shunt
end.
me up on top.
Yep.
Could he have moved up that far?
I
Yep.
don't think so.
Yeah, no,
Is
he
that his
couldn't.
movement?
How much movement does he have?
60 feet. Where is the info on the spirit again?
The
If
Is he
you
gonna
dragon
can,
blade
remember-
that doesn't know about his dragon.
Hey, man. I can only move at 30 feet. I was
Yep.
pretty sure I saw 30 feet, but I was looking at a different thing which
Yes.
mentioned 60 feet, so I just wanted to make sure I had the thing in the right spot. But he's still empowered. Nothing. I don't think anything has done damage though, because nothing. They didn't hit you, Adria, right?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so he's still empowered.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
You can
can't-
continue your movement.
no, that's it for my
After-
movement because I had to spend 15. I was here. I was right here.
Yes,
I spent my last bit of movement, and then he shunts me here.
Yep.
Because if he had movement left, he could push me up onto the ship.
Yeah, if he did, but he didn't. So now, but it's onto me, so I'm gonna have him end me there. Can I attack Gary if I'm standing here? Is it just a disadvantage?
You would need a reach weapon for that one because
I was
that's
afraid you
15
would say
feet.
that because I do not have reach. But that's as far as I can go. Ignoring difficult terrain. As part of a move, can I attempt to? So if I have the 15
If
feet,
you-
if I
if you
if I have
reach
15 feet
here-
of movement, can I
If you-
Can I climb up to here, right in front of Talbek?
It's
Could I go here?
possible, but there's an athletic check. But if you can reach here, you can attack Gary. From here, no, but here, yes, because you
Yeah.
would be on top of the ramp.
I only
don't
have
know
3
if you can-
squares. I only have 3 squares of
Oh.
movement, so I can go 1, 2, 3. If I was doing the if I
yeah,
was
you
doing
could
the
press 1 and
empowered
here
dashing,
two.
yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do that with the athletics check.
Okay, then roll.
I did not realize that athletics is a strength skill. Oh, I have it. I have it trained. I just have no strength. 12?
Yeah, it's you had
That's
a
good
big
handle.
impulse here, and you can jump over you.
I figured use the rest of my movement as opposed to like a leaping thing. Because I would have had 5 extra feet, but I'll end there anyways. I'd like to attack Gary, but I can't, so I'm gonna hit Talbek.
That going up costs twice the movement. That's why
Yeah.
you.
Yep, which it is the end of my movement as well. Then.
Yep.
And then I am going to make an attack roll as part of the
Okay.
dashing rush Dragon Blade ability. Actions.
You're doing
Shabam!
a melee attack?
Yep. Does AC 16 hit?
On Talbek,
Talbek.
yes.
Take that, Talbek, making me chuckle.
8 damage on Talbek.
Forget the power of dragons, baby. It's coming.
Ouch. Okay, you hurt him.
Excellent.
And
And
it's count.
that gives me
you
a
do
scale
something
and a
else?
wing.
All right. So, feeling so empowered by my buddy Imbolo, I'm going to use my second spell slot and try to do that Scorching Ray empowered again.
Oh,
Okay.
I hit the wrong thing.
Let's go.
Roll for
it's basically
empowerment.
Not doing that.
Not today.
What did you
Not
have to
today.
get?
Oh, I had to get 19, so.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. That only gives me one extra bolt, so I'll still take the 3 bolts. And there's no concentration check, so yeah, we're sending all the fiery damage at Gary.
Gary, I hate you. That's it.
That's right, I hate you. I'm fired and raged. Let's go first one. Not good. +5, so 11 I assume doesn't hit.
Plus one more, 12.
Oh yeah, 12. Yeah.
No, 14.
Okay.
Hit.
Yep. And then do I do the other one first and then damage, or?
Yeah, yeah. Do the other one and
Okay.
the whole damage twice faster.
Yeah. No.
Dang.
I totally forgot that Burning
So did you
Strike
miss
only-
with 3 of them?
No, I hit with
Two.
1.
You hit with 1,
missed
so you missed
2.
with 2.
So I get 2d6 plus the extra damage, right? From
9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Gary.
God, those spell slots were so sad.
Yeah, it's rough.
Gotta get back to magic missiles. That's my bread and butter.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one you don't have to roll to hit. And
Yeah.
they're great for breaking concentration because it's multiple instances of damage.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, then it's Ravel.
All right.
Just out of curiosity, Adria, how do you feel about making a dexterity save at some point on your turn? Or not at some point on your turn, at some point on my turn next round?
He's saying you're too close to his dragon.
No, yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying, but it's fine.
Well, I'm moving
Yeah.
this round.
Yeah.
Good plan.
What is eh,
There's not what I mean. If you're gonna go in and attack,
one of
them,
my better ones, but so I have 40 feet of movement. So 5, 10, 15. So I can get to the ramp.
When you enter this square, you notice that there is a hidden trap there.
No.
Where? Which square?
On the bridge on the
On the ramp?
yep the ramp.
They trapped the area. Did we trap our area? Were we allowed to?
Sounds like they cheated.
Well, I mean that's very up Gary's style.
So Gary.
As you
Web's down. That's kind of something, right?
as you
That
cross
sounds
it,
true,
you hear the crackling sound of glass, and you see some noxious. You smell some noxious fumes.
It's a stink bomb.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear. So where's my sheet?
Gary
This
came prepared.
will be -3.
Actually, I might change my mind.
Come on, how do I make it roll? There we go.
Oh god.
So that's a 3.
Okay, you are feeling unwell. It seems like they poisoned you.
Okay.
It's fishy about that vial. Poisson de her.
Same poison that was found in the body? No.
1 point of damage, and you will take damage at the start of each of your turns until you
Oh, but the
pass this
D4, I'm
check.
only taking 1 damage per turn. So.
Oh yeah, because you're at -5 damage.
Yeah.
To a minimum of
So.
1.
Okay, oh, you've already done the wounds for me. Okay. So then, once I'm there, I guess Gary is right next to me, so I'm gonna swing at Gary. I'm gonna draw the rapier. I guess
Okay.
drop the longbow because I don't have an action to stow it. So drop that on my way up the ramp. Draw my rapier, and I will. Before I attack, I will, as a free action, imbue some dark energy into myself, and or into the weapons. So my next successful attack deals an extra d6 necrotic damage, and that takes me to 10 points of madness.
Okay.
2 more. All right.
She said
So I am at +2 on my attack rolls, an extra +2, and my rapier is normally +5, so I am at +7 to hit.
And you miss with a +7.
All right, and I have a tentacle still. I still have a free action, and
Yep.
I have a tentacle, and I can attack with my tentacle. And I will do that. That's considered proficient as well, right? So that's also
Yes.
the same bonus.
Yes.
That just kind of fell, but I guess
So
it rolled.
Yeah. It's a
It's
19.
a random
so,
number
it
generator.
just
Yeah,
appears.
it's still +7. So.
So it's a hit.
All right, so then I get that's a D10 plus a D6, and because it's a melee attack, I can re-roll these dice. I'm gonna re-roll the D10.
Oh, yeah.
So 13
Pretty good.
damage.
Nice.
Take that, Gary.
13. Ouch.
Um.
Gary's
And I get a
pretty
D.
hurt.
Oh, I forgot about my D4 bonus to melee attack rolls. But I don't know
Yep.
if that would have been enough
Yep.
on that first roll.
No.
Yeah, didn't think so. Alright.
Okay. And as you do that, you see the Talbek react to Gary screaming as you twist and the tentacles grab him by the neck, and Talbek releases the top of his drum, and from there you see something jumping out of it.
Is it someone named Bagis?
And yes, Peggy's jumps from the drum.
It falls 15 feet, taking 2d6 fall damage.
Splat. Well, that would have been nice.
He drops down there, takes some damage, and
That's fitting for how ridiculous this fight has gone so far. Attack the barrel. AC like 12. Nope. Snake eyes. 1. Okay.
and he immediately moves and makes one attack.
It's like he was hiding.
So he gets the surprise, I guess. Is that what your
Yes,
the whole point of this is? All right.
he is surprising you all. So he makes.
I laugh. I laugh at him falling on the ground like that. Very surprised, Bagis.
Okay. So he makes attacks against Ravel, and it's 17 to hit.
Got him.
Yeah, my AC is currently 13, so.
So 26 once. D8 plus 26. 5 plus 3. 8 points of damage on Ravel.
3 points of damage.
Because of your
Oh, the
Because I am so gloomy, so depressed. Nothing.
You do
I've
not
now
even
got.
care.
I now have Queen stuck in my head because the first thing it says is nothing really matters. Anyone can see.
Nothing really matters to me.
Yeah.
Get it, Cal. Get it.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's getting late. Karaoke time.
Yeah, right. Welcome to late night D&D.
And it's
Imbolo.
Bolo. All right, so I'm gonna move over one here, so I should be able to see most stuff. So I'm gonna use a bonus action to summon a spiritual weapon.
Nice. The banana weapon, I remember.
The banana weapon. Or it comes out as a weapon but then turns into a banana. I'm like, wait, how'd that happen? That's weird. There's someone up there in the stands can't see who it is. Okay. Where's it spawn?
Um,
It's within whatever the range on the spell is.
30 or
Yes.
60?
Let me see. Spiritual weapon is 60 feet.
Oh, that's a good range.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Pretty much anywhere over here.
7. Yeah. So I will have it just stand right next to Ravel, just to the. Well, wait. Can it
Well,
attack?
it'll hover.
It can hover like in the air to the right of her,
Yes.
and then attack Gary.
That's right.
Yes.
Gary, you lie.
You should make you could take the shape of an image, right? Make the shape of a golden dagger.
Yeah.
Well, what it was, but then it got turned into a banana somehow.
I don't remember the banana conversation, but that's great. I like that. Very cool banana.
Banana's a Discord thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right
Yeah,
then.
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, it's not just a Discord thing. It's now going to be
Yeah.
a
It's now going to be an actual
canon
book
thing. Don't worry. uh, let's see. So on a spell attack.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Whoop.
Whoa.
Oh, what is going on?
Yeah, let me. Okay.
World is moving.
Dragon's coming.
It's a Moroccan curse.
Yeah.
So that's a miss, I believe.
That's it should be the die roll plus your wisdom modifier plus proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah. So
Yes.
+4 instead of the.
No,
Yeah,
Instead
so
of
that's still
12.
miss.
12 is still a miss.
Yeah, still miss. Um. So, question. Can I run along this mast?
Yeah.
Yes, but you need a pretty good
You got this,
dexterity.
Bolo.
Oh, you got to do this.
You've got this.
All
You
right.
impale yourself
What
on the
was
other
I need to
side.
do?
Acrobatics
Maybe an
check.
athletic check. You can roll an athletic to do this.
Athletics check. All right.
You want to run to this one and jump to the
Uh-huh.
other.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Don't you worry about that.
The dreams are coming true.
Well,
Okay.
well, you run over here, jumps and grabs. You are prone and grabbing the
Okay.
other mast.
All right.
Just waiting for a 1 where you impale yourself on the other mast.
Well, he almost fall all the way down to the water. So
Go
Yeah.
running across. Bolo! And
Bolo smash.
yeah, Bolo smash. And now I am, as my actual action, besides just running and jumping through the air, I am going to now use Arena's Fervor. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's close enough. When you cast this spell, your party is instilled with Spirit of the Arena. You and every willing ally within range has advantage on strength checks, strength saving throws, and all saving throws against effects that cause frightened condition. While a creature is under its effect, it deals +2 on all its damage rolls.
What?
So,
okay.
so Dragon, Gaknak, Ravel.
Like-
Well, actually, I don't know. Does Dragon count as a creature?
Or is it damage rolls made by me? Because the dragon is controlled by me.
Yes.
Because it's my ability.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody's taken damage from them yet, have they?
No.
I've taken damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did
Don't
you?
be
Oh, I
gas.
totally forgot that my dragon could have could have shot the
So
fireball.
anyway, everyone gets a
Um,
bonus +2
but there's
bonus
a
to
range.
damage rolls.
What's the
60
range on that?
It's 20
60
feet.
It's
So
Okay, so not me. Not me.
you're the only person that can't get it because you're too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I was gonna give it to you, but then I didn't realize that they were all over here, so that's why I went
That was-
Bolo.
That was way cooler. You need to get over there anyway.
Yeah.
that could have costed your life and the party's life, but
It was cool. It looked cool, so it's all good.
That's
I'm
really
willing
what
to
it's all
stake
about, right?
yeah, I'm willing to stake our lives afterwards on that act alone. Because that act alone, the judge should be like, they're innocent.
Style
There's people
plays.
watching this, right? We got to put a show on for them.
Yeah,
This
right?
is true.
Yeah.
That is
the
very
gods
true.
are with you.
It didn't really feel like it at the beginning, but
They just took a while to wake up.
yeah, they did. Okay, so
Excellent.
if what's his face, if Talbek hits somebody, remind me my dragon is empowered. He can breathe fire.
Okay, then
Um,
it's Gary.
Quick question. Does
Yeah.
the spiritual weapon missing count towards maniacal?
Yes,
'Cause it's
because
whenever ally-
Bolo missing.
All right.
Gary, scream in pain.
Okay.
Oh, he's scared now, seeing Ombolo come flying across the boats.
You guys are insane. Why did I do this to you guys?
Okay, he will do a positive ray on himself. He empowers that ray, and he will make a positive ray on Talbek. So
So I'd also like to point out I had
Okay.
expanded soul, so I also had a +1 more bonus because on all ability checks.
Does he provoke an attack of opportunity by moving?
I guess we're
you
gonna
see
find
that
out.
as he empowered a ray of positive energy on himself, he becomes quicker and he suddenly
jerk.
dashes, moving away from
What a
where he
jerk.
was.
Running away, hey Gary?
Where you going, Gary?
So he doesn't provoke attacks from
Yeah,
any
he do-
space?
Yes, during this turn he can disengage as a bonus action. That's what he gained
Okay.
at this spell. But it
Okay, and
lasts
so that's
just one
for-
turn.
Okay, so that's for his whole movement, not just the first 5 feet
Yes.
of movement.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that matters because I have reach right now.
2d6 plus. Okay, he will gain 2d6 temporary. 3.
So he healed for
At least-
3.
At least we're all rolling
Okay, and-
equally poopy.
And he also Talbek's 5. So, again, 5 40 points. Okay. And it's Bagass. He makes 2 attacks against you. And he miserable misses one and hits the other.
Yeah, I was
So
going to say my
one-
AC is like 12 right now.
So
So
1d6 plus
That was
3,
13.
5 points of damage on you.
so 1 point of damage. That madness is
Only ally
amazing.
within 15 feet. Okay. I had the 60 feet
So,
range
I'm gonna-
as an issue. It's within 15 feet
Emperor
of the
hit me with
dragon
the
that
gun.
provokes it. Okay. So he doesn't get to retaliate against you. Or against attacks made against you.
Okay.
He would against me or Mbolo, though.
Attack, okay.
Oh, Mbolo.
Oh, the dragon pushing.
No, I'm going to be doing this
Zawa.
at some point, depending upon what the area looks like. I'm going to be doing a thing that the dragon's going to do its sort of AoE thing, and I'm trying not to hit very many people.
Because it's like a big area.
Well, the
It's
dragon
a
can
rook.
move and like push people out of the way too.
The thing is, if the dragon
Um,
moves and pushes you, he has to be on top of you, and thus he must have at least 4 points of movement left after the fact.
Because it's like an
um,
area around him.
Yeah.
Geknek and Ravel, roll a perception check, please.
Ooh.
Perception.
It was hovering on
Oh.
16.
I roll a 10 plus whatever my modifier is.
You don't get it modifiers right now. I think that was Oh no, it was ability modifier for damage.
Yeah, I don't replace that modifiers and damage, but all skill checks I roll a 10.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and then my perception modifier is plus 5. So 15.
Okay, she.
Oh, actually, this might work. The whole pushing thing may very well work.
Okay, she hits you with an arrow, Ravel, and it does. D8.
Yeah, this is gonna work. A change of plans on my on what I'm gonna do with the dragon.
7 points of damage, so you took 2 points.
Yep.
They are rolling so low.
Yeah, and she does piercing damage, right? Is that was
This
an arrow?
Hans is around.
And Talbek. Talbek. Not move because he's.
He gets
He
2
will-
attacks of opportunity.
Yes, he will just group once Gary. And he will attack Geknek with his drum.
Oh dear.
It's less heavy now. There's not a goblin inside of it.
It makes a very different tune now, Talbek.
Yep,
He
very different
tries to
sound.
smash his drum and his school drumstick at you. And he fails miserably.
That's okay. That's
And
okay.
Geknek.
Okay, so I'm gonna move the dragon first. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna use that to shunt me to here. 4, 5. Wait,
I don't know
I
if
don't
I
actually
like
need
this.
to shunt. Oh yeah, 6. I don't need all the way there. The problem is I do have to be here to take. I do have to actually be here to do the hit because I have to attack. Actually, no, that's not true. I could attack Mbolo.
What?
What side are you on? Oh, I need to attack something, and then he's gonna do this thing. I'm just gonna attack Talbek. I'm just gonna move in. I'll take the hit. It's fine.
It happens.
I am using, because I forgot, my burning strike is a wing, not a claw. So I was setting up to get a claw as my third action to get the empowered version. But I forgot. I made a mistake. I made a oopsie in doing the dashing rush. Yeah, it's whoopsie. So I'm gonna just do elemental flay. Is it? No, not elemental flay. Force wave. That's the other skill I have. So I'm making an attack against Talbek.
Okay.
Can I do a 5-foot step between the attack and the dragon doing his thing?
No.
That's what I thought. I had to ask. So yeah, I'm attacking Talbek again.
It's a hit.
Now, all of them make a dexterity saving throw. And so do I.
Am I in range?
Nope. 15 feet.
Nope.
Okay.
So
What is my
except
DC?
Gary.
8.
It's a dex saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw, and the DC is 13.
Gary is okay.
Oh, stupid Gary.
Zala failed. And Talbek also failed.
Excellent. I passed, so that's good. So Talbek then and what's her face? Zala are prone as well.
Okay.
And everybody takes. Where's this ability again? D8. 3.
So 3
Plus
points
2
on
more.
Talbek and 3
Oh.
points. Oh, 5.
Yeah, 5 damage. I've recorded mine.
5 points. Zala. And 5 points on Talbek. Okay, Talbek's pretty hurt again. But still alive. And it's Cauldrift.
All right. Do you want me to go for Talbek or try to finish off Gary, or I think I'm just gonna shoot some
Well,
magic
can you
missiles.
hit Gary from there?
Oh, I
Why'd
guess
you
the
bar?
mass would probably be. I think it's within 120. Pretty sure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The mast should.
5,
I
6,
assume the
7, 8,
sails wouldn't
9,
be
10.
blocking your
Yeah,
view.
the mast is not very
Yeah.
thick, so the map shows the nest on top. So Gary cannot hide behind it. It's too thin.
Yeah, I think it's like he's like 85 or 90 feet away, and I got 120, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
good
120 will hit pretty much everywhere in this arena.
in this map. Yeah. So we're gonna do magical missiles. We're gonna try to empower it. See if I can get that for one of these times.
You got it.
Okay.
Now that I'm not doing fire, it's gonna work. Watch. Nope.
That's a failed check.
This
Never
is
empowering.
But at
15
least it's
plus-
not getting like the critical where I take damage.
Yeah, what is the DC? 15 plus spell level, or?
It's 17 plus spell level.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't really hurt to fail. I guess there is that odd chance that it might. But
On the one, yeah, it's
A 1
yeah.
is bad.
1
yeah.
in 20, but it's more than 1 in 20 of succeeding.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, so totally worth doing.
Just
And-
not what we've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
Most
So
of the time it works, but
yeah, it did
Yeah.
like every other time we played, I never missed, and then today all three.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'll do the 3 magical missiles into Gary, and I guess they have the extra damage, right? That Imbolo empowered me with.
For
So
+1 on each one.
plus their basic +1, so +2
Yeah.
on each one of the
I
rolls.
believe you just
Yeah.
disconnected.
Oh, did I
Yeah.
seriously?
Yep.
Oh my lord! See, in my end, oh,
Yeah, in my end, I'm seeing it too. I'm fine too, but
Yeah,
for
you
a
both
roll-
disconnected. Ravel, come on, roll
Why
it.
is it the 2 of us? That's so weird.
It is weird that it's you two.
So strange.
Yeah, how it happens every time too.
Yeah, it's so strange.
okay, one of you guys can roll for me if you want, since we'll keep it speeding up.
How many missiles was it?
3.
3.
Let's
you're already
do- so-
out. So Ravel would have to do it.
All right.
'Cause I ain't gonna roll.
There you go. Plus another 2
2 on
damage
each
per.
one. Yeah.
So
Or
12
2 for each one, right?
2
yeah,
for each
so-
one. Yeah.
yes, the 12 total. Or
No,
5
it's
and
15. No,
3
15.
and 4.
It's 15 because each missile already has a +1.
Yeah, which I counted for, and then it gets another +1.
From my
Yes,
He was-
ability.
two
he was-
+1 +1.
He wasn't
So...
he wasn't close enough to get the plus
There
plus
was-
2.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, true. So it's 12.
Yeah, it's a total of +2 on each.
So it was on Gary, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Oh,
I want to hit Gary, but I would have to. There we go. I would have to take a lot.
Gary's pretty hurt again. Almost dead.
Oh
Right,
my
Gary?
god.
Oh,
Of...
close.
Gary.
He's gonna heal again, guys.
It's okay. Let me get
Uh,
over there. Let me get over there to him.
So I'm not gonna do anything else because I'm in a pretty safe spot here. So that's me.
Okay, Ravel.
All right.
Those 2 are prone right now, so you get advantage attacking Talbek and Zala.
Okay, well. Oh, but I get bonuses if I hit Bagasse. I get 3 temporary hit points if I hit Bagasse. because he doesn't have an ally within 5 feet of him. But we're going to imbue my weapons with dark energy again. So we need one more round in this combat at least.
She's
Ideally,
like,
2 more rounds.
she's like, come on, guys, I want to see my final form.
There's more than
11
2
points.
rounds left in this because 2 of them are
Could
at full
happen,
hit points
yeah.
still.
All right.
Are they, though? Are they?
Although I guess we want to get people off the field.
Yeah, Talbek is looking pretty hurt.
And Talbot's the one who's doing the healing, right?
No,
Talbek is
Gary
one of the
is.
ones doing
Gary.
healing.
They're both doing it, I
They're
think.
both
right?
Yeah,
healing?
I think
They are.
one's a bard and
Gary's-
one's the Redeemer.
The Redeemer. I think Gary's mostly doing temporary hit points though, so getting the other guy's actual healing.
Okay, so I'll hit Talbot
Oreo.
with the first attack, with the
Hello.
rapier. So I don't get.
No.
My pluses are going way down now because of the gloomy and the other thing.
Okay.
So I'll get my proficiency. Oh no, that's the damage doesn't get the stat. So I'm at +5 normally, and then +6, +7, and then -3. I'm at +4 total on my attack roll.
There's Oreo.
And I have advantage against Talbot because he's prone.
Mm-hmm.
I want advantage. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Oreo.
Did that roll with advantage?
Looked like
Doesn't
just
look like
one to me, but
Yeah,
it
it's
didn't
not
come
giving
up
me.
either.
Yeah, it's not coming up.
There you go. Oh, Oreo.
Oh,
no, it did say
now
it
it's
dropped 6.
okay.
Now it went.
There we go. So does AC
14 is
14?
up hit.
Is it hit?
Exact.
All right, so that's D6 plus D8, and I get temporary hit points after. So D8 for the rapier and D6 for the thing, and I have the Blades of Madness. I keep forgetting I get the D4 bonus to melee attack rolls. Because I used a mutation. But I'm going to reroll both of those because those are both bad.
Jump, 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 jump.
Oh god. Oh god.
So 8 damage total.
Nope. Plus 2 more. 10.
All right, 10.
10 on top.
I don't get my
Whoa.
dex bonus though.
He's still alive.
All right, I guess I will use my tentacle attack against him then. Try and get him down. So that's still going to be +4 and with advantage. Oh, and a D4, but I don't need the D4.
Yeah, you got that.
So D10. That's a 3. I think where'd it go? It disappeared.
You rolled? Oh, I didn't see it.
Well, it stopped on
Check on
3,
it.
but it's not showing up in the box.
Yep.
Chat.
It showed
So-
it to me advantage +4, drop it to 22. So it's
Yeah,
hit.
but no, I rolled
Oh,
damage.
she's talking about the damage, yeah.
Oh,
damage die. It's not showing
Sorry.
up.
Nope.
There it
Nope.
goes.
Why does it just say 7?
it
It's
just
not
says
showing
7.
the die.
Weird.
Okay, I'm going to try rolling again. Just a new roll.
Okay.
So that it actually shows up as a die roll.
I see that one this time.
There we go.
Eh,
Okay.
That
plus
works.
2.
You wish to kill Talbek or just make him unconscious?
You're
You're mad, right?
Yeah, I'm maniacal. I'm probably going to kill him and laugh while doing so.
Okay.
You are
Dang.
you are literally insane. So yeah, that makes sense.
Talbek dies.
I mean, I'm sure they've got
As you
people
strangle him
powerful enough to
with-
resurrect them if they want to.
Okay, you strangle him to the death with your tentacle and he drops dead.
All right, and I will stay there.
Okay, Mbolo.
Alright. I'm going to start with my spiritual weapon, who is a floating banana. And he's going to float over to Gary.
Oh my god, let this be the killing shot.
A
I think you can
banana
only
is.
Go 20 feet.
Yeah,
It's
that's
20 feet. I'll take him there.
You can
5,
only
10,
move-
15, 20.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
close
okay.
enough.
I thought it was one further away.
I mean, I
Okay,
kind of
and
want to be the one to
then-
kill him, but at the same time, I understand. Take the hit. Take it.
Alright. Oh man, so +4 to that, so that'd be just 10. So that's another miss.
Miss.
Yep.
Oh,
Mark it down.
Gary surviving just barely.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? I think I'm just gonna go then with what's my level 1 ability? No, not level 1 here. Is it Guiding Bolt the one that gives you like a +1 on your?
It gives advantage to the next attack against the target.
Oh, so does it
makes
do
them
damage?
I think. Yeah,
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
I'm pretty sure it does.
So what? That's same kind of roll. Let me
Just
see.
check.
Just picturing you like holding
Yeah.
onto the bar with
Yeah,
one
it actually
arm
does a
and then just
lot of. It
Does
does
a lot of damage.
too. Yeah.
If you hit, yeah. The
Yeah.
ranged spell
If
attack.
you're
So
prone, you would be at disadvantage, I think. Did you
Yep.
get disadvantage on?
because you're
So you
like
might-
hanging right from the.
yeah.
you might want to spend a little bit of movement
Oh,
to
okay.
stand up
So
over
I'll
here.
move up and over here, and then walk past you.
Yeah, and that's about as far as you can go because you do spend a bunch of movement to stand up.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Yeah.
do attack Gary.
That should be a hit.
There you go.
Yeah, that should be another +2.
Guiding Bolt, Flashlight, makes a ranged spell attack against the target on a hit. Target takes 4d6 radiant damage.
Holy!
Yeah, it's a good spell. And the next attack.
5, 2. Alright. So that's
Uh,
9, 12, or 11?
+2
Oh, +2.
for
And
your thing.
you hit Gary on the face and he goes down.
Boom.
With guiding light? Is that
Guiding
what
bolt.
you said?
Guiding
Guiding
him to the truth.
That's right. Yeah.
Dang right.
Repent,
Enjoyed that.
Bolo.
Awesome.
thou shalt be saved.
You say, "See, I told you talking was done."
Okay, then it's Bagasse.
Okay, this fight might not actually
And he hits
last the 2 more
Ravel
rounds, Adrian.
twice.
Well, both these have full, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
My AC is currently 12.
Yep.
I can't see this
So,
last guy either.
7 damage
He's right above Ravel.
and
Okay.
Directly
6
above
damage.
Ravel.
So 7 and 6, so 2 and 1,
Yep.
which just removes all my temporary hit points that I gained last turn.
That -5 from each damage is
Or 2
awesome.
turns.
Yeah, you'd
Yep.
be knocked out, right?
I mean,
without
I'm
that?
not doing as much damage, but I'm not losing very much damage. I'm only losing my
That's really
dexterity
strong.
modifier.
You're trying to like a
Bagasse
super
is
tank.
a moot hitter, so he suffers a lot by
Yeah, he
facing
does.
someone
I
with
mean, it's
damage
the
reduction.
-5 damage is really good. That's really strong.
Yeah, but you've got to roll gloomy twice to get
You
it.
do have
Yep.
to roll gloomy twice, and I mean it's a D8.
The D8.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all my skill checks are 10. I roll a 10 plus or
Yeah.
minus whatever my
I mean,
modifier is.
it definitely has, and you are crazy. So it's difficult to get there. So it makes sense that it is strong, but that is
Yeah.
really strong, and it's.
I mean, my
extra strong
AC is
in this
crap
case.
right now.
Yeah.
My AC is poop right now.
So you kind of need the DR then, because
Yeah.
you are gonna get hit a lot.
And it's Zala. Zala will attack Ravel too.
I assume she's standing up for half her movement.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh. I mean, I would have preferred if she stayed down and took the disadvantage. That would have been better, but
It'd probably still hit me.
that's
15
true.
points of damage.
Oof.
Sorry? How much?
15 points.
15 on one hit?
Yep.
Okay, so that's piercing,
Yes, Prissy.
not bludgeoning. Because that is
Nope,
only bludgeoning.
Prissy.
Okay, so I take
She's
10
shooting
damage.
arrows at you.
Jeez.
How much damage?
I take 10 after the DR. So I have 11 hit points left.
Yeah, jeez.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'd be dead like 3 times over without that deer.
Gagnet.
okay, so can I move the dragon to here and shunt her?
No, you can't do that to enemies, only to allies. If
Just
an
hoping the dragon.
enemy and if you an enemy ends in your dragon, it's a dragon that it's
Oh, the dragon shunts.
moved. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, what was I planning on doing? Fortunately, I have to do the. Actually, Force Wave is way better when I don't use it in Empowered, and I need to get that prep to do Burning Strike. So I'm gonna step on in here, in between there, and I'm gonna hit her with Force Wave. So just double it
Okay.
up on the Force Wave, because it only hits a single creature. Oh, I totally forgot to roll with advantage last round, because I was empowered.
Yep.
Oh well, I didn't need it, so it's fine. AC 14 against her.
Yes, a hit.
Excellent. And then that's an additional d6.
+2.
Oh, sorry, not that. Sorry, correction. It's only the 12. Different one was the +6. She has to make a dexterity saving throw again. DC 13.
She failed.
Okay, so she's prone again. And she takes its d4, not d6.
So it's 11 points of damage.
Then +2. So 13.
Okay.
Sorry for the confusion.
Nope. And it's Caldrift.
I'm like a broken record here, so let's just fire. Yeah, that's right. You got it. Let's see if we can get the empower working.
Here we go again, everyone.
Okay, I don't mind you
swear this
failing.
has worked.
I don't mind you failing this over and over.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh man.
What'd you need to get?
17.
17 plus 1. I needed 18 for the
Oh,
skill
man.
level 1. Okay, so just 3 magic missiles into our Zalia there.
Okay.
Ooh, I can actually roll this time. I'm not disconnected. Sweet.
I was gonna say you had a 17, but
Plus
6.
2 on each
Damage.
one, right?
yeah.
15, yep. Pew, 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 pew.
And
Pretty
you
good.
down Zala.
Nice. Okay, guys, I can't see this last person, so it's all up to you guys. Unless I go jump off the boat like Imbolo there.
I believe in you.
Okay.
No one like
And
Ebola.
it's Ravel.
Okay.
If you rolled into a ball and tried to roll into them, you'd be bowling.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I
Oh,
guess
no.
I've only got one person to attack. I am going to attempt to imbue my weapon with dark energy.
Okay.
But as I do, I go very insane. And I will. I think it's immediately
Yep.
that it happens. The envy ability, the envy aura looks fun. Actually, heartburn looks fun. But where it's not going to be long enough for that stuff to really matter. So I will just do the Arachne Scout. Envy would have been
Okay.
fun earlier in the combat. With the I will turn into an Arachne Scout.
My God, what's happening? No.
You
So,
see, she turned into a monstrosity of the penumbral plane.
the lower half turns into a spider body. And then I turn to Bagass.
Poop myself.
And so when that happens, all of my mutations end.
Yes.
So I no longer have a tentacle or anything, but all of
Yes.
my attacks do an extra d6 damage. And I still get my Blades of Madness feature. So I still
Well,
get the extra D4 on melee attack rolls, and I still get to reroll damage dice.
At
Yes.
least she doesn't have a tentacle. That would be weird.
Yeah, no tentacle, just the body of a spider now.
Just
Uh,
oh dear.
So I will just attack with the multi-attack. So I get 2 claw attacks. And I assume all my insanity penalties are gone now too?
Yes.
I just
all
use the
insanity.
straight weapon.
Yep. You can use the Arachne Scout
Oh,
stats.
excuse me.
Yeah, okay, so that's +5 on the attack roll. And
You can make 2 attacks, 2 claw.
yeah, 2 attacks. So first attack is AC 21.
Yep. It's a hit.
And then it was pull up the stat block. So that's D6 +3, and I get an extra D6.
Yes.
And so it's 2d6 +3. D6. 2. Oh, that's that 3. 3 there, and then 2 there.
11.
Yeah, on the first attack. Actually, I'm gonna re-roll. I can use my Blades of Madness. I'm gonna
Yep.
re-roll the 1. Oh,
Okay.
let's actually roll it. No,
Good.
it's a 1.
Another one.
All right. So, and then I'll make another attack. So that's +5.
Another hit.
19. I keep forgetting I get D4 on these, but they've been hits anyway.
Yeah. You can roll the d4 if the attack misses by
By a
4.
little bit. Yeah. So another 2
On
of
the
these.
actual dice, it would be better to roll at the same time, but on fantasy grounds, it's better to.
Yeah, it's a bit harder when with the fantasy grounds.
Yep.
So 13 damage. I won't be re-rolling any of those.
+2 for each of the different attacks you
Oh,
did.
plus
Right.
Oh,
4.
right.
So,
So
how
like
many
30
attacks did you
damage
do?
almost.
whoa,
2.
you
2.
I did 2
so
attacks.
4 more.
you make 2 penetrating claw attacks on Bagass, and you hurt him pretty badly. You see blood spilled everywhere, but he's still somewhat standing. He seems like a very impressive goblin.
All right.
Very tough for a small guy.
I'm towering over him now. So just go like stand right over him.
You would expect him to look like he was scared or afraid of the death that falls upon him, but he looks more mad and enraged than anything else. Embolo.
Alright, my floating banana is going to move just to the southwest corner of Bagass and attack him.
Okay.
Oh, come on. That's +2 more to that, so an 11.
Nope.
Probably miss.
Bananas never hit.
Ah,
That's a
bananas!
flaccid. That's a flaccid banana for sure.
Alright, so I'm going to move up here, and I should be able to see down there at Bagass. And
Yes.
I will do another guiding, what is it? Guiding bolt?
Guiding bolt.
+2 more to that.
13. Let me check. I believe it's a miss. Uh, it's 13 or 14. 13, right?
13.
Yeah, you miss it by 1.
Alright.
Oh, it's Bagass, and he will hit Ravel twice.
AC 15.
Yep. And he hits one, misses the other, and hits her for 7 points of damage.
Okay. And I don't have my
No, you are
DR
not
at the
gloomy.
moment. No, I'm not a gloomy arachne scout. So
And it's Gaknek.
I'm gonna scoot down here, and I'm going to do as much as I would
And
love.
you jump down.
Uh, can I move through Adria, through
Yeah.
Ravel,
Oh yes, yes. You can. You
and
can.
then into there?
Okay.
Uh,
oh,
and
I'm large now.
oh my. Uh, I guess that would have actually probably pushed us out of the way when you expanded.
Probably.
Which way would you expand?
Yeah, because the thing says she's large.
Yep. You you would have. You probably
Pushed
would
us.
occupy here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll still scoot by you that way.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do a burning strike on Bagass. I'd like to do this in the empowered thing, but I don't know if it's gonna last that long. Okay.
And you miss it.
He's gonna scoot up to. I can't see. He's gonna scoot to there, if you can. I guess I can shrink him down to
Yep.
the one.
No, he can stay
He's
there.
fine there. He's not gonna be in the way with
Yep.
the mast taking up this
Nope.
square. Okay.
No.
Then he's gonna chill right there and keep an eye on Bagass.
It's Caldrift.
Okay.
This is it.
The
This is your time to
isolated
shine.
one.
He can't
Well,
actually see Bagass.
Being I can't see anything, but I'm feeling confident in my team and this giant monster over the field, I'm just gonna cast a Silver Crown on myself to give myself one extra AC and yell out to the crowd and say, "This is freaking awesome!"
The crowd cheers with you.
That's my turn. I'm not gonna do anything else.
Epic.
And Ravel.
All right. It's gonna be a couple more claw attacks, I think. It's not worth trying to restrain him or anything, so claw number 1.
Probably a hit.
Plus that.
Yep, it's a hit.
Okay. And that was plus 3 and 2 of these. I'm gonna re-roll the 1.
Nice.
Yeah.
So 15, 17 damage.
There you go.
Yep, you down him. Blood
Alright.
spilled everywhere. And he falls down, tumbling.
All right. So he's down,
As the
he's
crowd
unconscious.
cheers again.
Yeah. I flex.
The crowd cheers again. They scream, and you see entering the arena the judge and Ari Barrows. She is holding a cane on one hand and Ari Barrows' forearm on the other. They come in your direction. Here today, the gods decided that you are a fine team, wrongly accused and prevailed in battle in front of the gods. Rejoice as your trial has ended, and you proved that you can take care of the lands of the empire and be a team that may favor us all. You will be guided to the bonding ceremony where you become one. It's an honor to us all to watch such a fight. You will be rewarded accordingly. I believe your beneficiary also has words to talk with you soon.
I feel like they'll put me in charge of all the breweries so I can see all of the barrels that I can't hit.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
I was saying they'll put me in charge of some of the breweries somewhere just because the barrel that I attacked at the opening round. Just sheer case of irony.
The Aribaraog left with you and oh come on, come here. He'll give you all a hand. You've seen.
I'll take it.
Okay, you all are guided to a place to rest and to undergo the bounding ceremony of the team as you won the fight in the arena. Um, this was the goal of your team from the start to participate on the trials and fight their first time on the arena to receive the bounding ceremony and a mark that will make you a team and enable you to choose a role to fight in the future. Arbaro escorts you to the room and he gives you um, the reward for the winning that was already part of the trials. You gain uh, 200 gold pieces, four citrines, one for each one of you, on the value of 50 gold pieces each. And uh, he tells you that your beneficiary, our Moor Jasper, will soon bring more rewards and send a letter to you so you can go and take your team headquarters. Um, you are instructed to wait at the capital for Master Armor to get things ready so you can go take your place in the lands of Ahimoth. Uh, you go to uh, a tavern and to drink, cheer, and rest a little. But when you are about to go to sleep, someone enters the tavern. It's Regilia. You remember her, the woman that helped you all when the
After the
goblins attacked.
goblins.
And the Burning Hearts. Or whatever.
The Raging Heart Tower team.
Raging Heart. Yeah, that's it.
She enters and is looking for someone. Then when she sees you all, she goes speedy in your direction and says, uh, while falling on the ground and bleeding, "Thank the gods, someone I know! Avalon, Cloeth, attacked! They are gone! Please help us find them!" And she loses consciousness. And we end here. This is the end of the sample.
Oh boy.
Awesome.
And there would be chapter number 2 when we.
Quick question. So the penumbral form, I know if I go to 0 hit points, I lose it.
Mhm.
How else do I lose it? Do I only revert to normal form if I go unconscious, or
There is a time limit. Your unconsciousness and time limit. You can look at the.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, as many minutes as your Madwalker level. Okay, it's kind of hidden in there.
Okay. There's some of this info are hard to.
Yeah,
make
it's
more clear.
buried in there a bit.
Yeah.
A lot of info too.
Woo! It's like the druid form. We tried to follow the same pattern of writing that the druid form does. It's also a bit right in there on the druid. We tried not to break the mode too much.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'd been a little insaner, a little faster, because it would have been a lot of fun to turn into spider form and then like climb on the ships.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would have climbed up the rope to the mast and down and.
Maybe you should just be like Mbolo and just jump from mast to mast.
The forms are a bit Yeah,
I had
the time with
negatives
the
on all
form.
my checks at that point. That would have gone badly.
Yeah.
the the problem with our balance on the speed of the form is that if we make it too soon, uh, you would end up without a farm and on full debuffs for too long, too much of
Yeah,
the adventure day. If we make it too far, then you may not even reach it. That's
yeah.
why there's some powers you can look at them. There is some powers. I'm not sure if Ravel has one of them. Maybe we we made her without any of those, but maybe she has one that you can pump and gain and use more insanity on it to expand a little its effect. There's
There's some on the sheet, but she doesn't have one that she can bump up.
Yep, that's something we might change to her final character sheet. That it's good to give players a bit of control so they can risk getting to the farm earlier if they want, but
Yeah,
not forcing them to get earlier and then having the whole day without the farm and with the debuffs. We thought about that when we created the class. It's only that if I think when we built Ravel, we tried to keep her simple, and we might have missed the necessity of her having one of such attacks.
yeah. There's actually a typo on the card sheet from the sample, because the horrid tentacle, it says that you can spend 1 point per 5 feet per added cone size, but the tentacle doesn't have any sort of cone thing to add to.
Mm, maybe that was a type. Let me check. I believe that
Um,
was supposed to be the the other power. You can look at the list
yeah,
of
I'm
powers
just
Yeah.
from
looking
Mad
at
Wolf.
the sheet. I'll give it a shot.
It's probably uh,
I'll post it in the
Well,
chat.
you
yeah. Let me
guys
let's
can
see this post.
look into it a little bit more, but anyway, that's it for the sample. Hope if anybody's still watching at this point, you enjoyed our four-part session here on going through it. If you didn't back the Kickstarter campaign, don't worry, you still got a chance here to late back, which should be probably sometime in November.
Yep.
Is the last I heard that that'll open up, and you'll be able to still get the RPG book or pretty much any of the other items from really all three Dragori campaigns. Is what it's sounding like. So anyway, it's pretty exciting. Thanks for DMing for us, Michael. It was a lot of fun,
Thank you
and
so much, man.
Yes, thank
yeah,
you very much.
definitely
No,
great
thank
to
you for
have
having me.
your perspective on things, but then also when we had these kind of rule questions come up, we get right from the source here.
Sure. No, it was pretty fun. I thank you for having me, and it was my first time DMing in English, so it was a bit hard for me, but we made it work very well. I thank you all for this.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
was good.
It was a lot of fun, a lot of crazy stuff going on with the sample, not just fight, or not all just RPG stuff. So,
Yep.
all right,
Now
well,
you see the full adventure. You have a lot of fighting, but also different fights and a lot of investigation and plot twists and very fun things. You'll be surprised, I'm sure.
definitely a lot more stuff to come. And remember, this is just the first chapter of the book, so plenty more coming after this. So,
Yep.
all right, well, thanks guys here for playing as well, spending the 4 weeks here to do it. It was a lot of fun spending time with you guys.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's
I'm glad
been
we were able
yeah,
to join.
it's definitely been fun.
A
Yeah.
lot of laughs and giggles. It's
Oh
good.
yeah. Watch out for that banana dragon, everyone.
And finger guns.
And
Yeah, that's
finger
right.
guns. All right. Well, anyway, that's it for tonight, and we'll see you at the next one. Thanks.